the school board meeting for May 24th, 2023. We'd like to welcome each one of you. It looks good to see all your children. I know you've been counting your days. We're going to open the meeting with a moment of silence, and then we'll follow that with the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We're going to do the recognition for the county science fair, the art, and we're going to turn it over to Mrs. Fletcher.
Good evening. It's nice to see all of you here this evening. I always love to see the room full of kids. So thank you for parents for bringing your kids, and we're going to start with the K-5 science fair, and I know they all had a great, wonderful day that day at the Appalachian College of Pharmacy. They've kind of hosted us the past 2 years, and it's worked out wonderful. So thanks for bringing them, and we'll call your name up, and thank you for being here.
All right. Kindergarten, first place, Adeline Ratliff, Twin Valley Elementary. Second place, Brentley Elswick, Riverview Elementary Middle.
Come up here, sweetheart. Hi. Here, stay right here.
Third place, Jacob Duty, Riverview Elementary Middle. You stay up here for first grade, won't you? Okay. First place, first grade. You want to know?
It's only kindergarten.
Okay.
Where's that? And what school do you go to? There you go.
1, 2, 3.
That's a pretty smile. Good job. Thank you.
First grade, first place, Colin Stanley, Council Elementary. Second place, Alex Daly, Riverview Elementary. Third place, Kendall Shelton, Hurley Elementary Middle. Honorable mention, Kanan Owens, Council Elementary Middle.
One, 2, 3.
Thank you very much.
Second grade, first place, Jacob Coleman, Riverview Elementary Middle. Second place, Sadie Rolls, Riverview Elementary Middle. Third place, Harper Meadows, Twin Valley Elementary Middle School.
Thank you.
Third grade, first place, Olivia McClanahan, Hurley Elementary Middle. Second place, McKaylin Hurley, Hurley Elementary Middle School. Third place, Grizzle Hurley Elementary Middle School. Honorable mention, Bailey Deal, Riverview Elementary Middle School. Fourth grade, first place, there was a tie. Anna King, Riverview Elementary Middle School. Ethan Lester, Riverview Elementary Middle School. Second place, Jackson Baldwin, Twin Valley Elementary Middle School. Third place also had a tie, Cecilia Potter, Hurley Elementary Middle. Jaden Meadows, Hurley Elementary Middle. Fifth grade, first place, Holly Hurley, Twin Valley Elementary Middle School. Second place, Bailey Thompson, Twin Valley Elementary Middle School. Third place, Samuel Harris, Council Elementary Middle School. And honorable mention, Luke Rasnick, Council Elementary Middle School.
That's all of our K-5 county science fair winners, and when you have your awards day at your school, you will also receive a prize there too, okay? It's nice to see all of you here this evening and all the beautiful little smiles that came up. That makes it all worthwhile, doesn't it? So now we'll start with art.
Okay, we'll start. You want to read?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
She does a good job.
Elementary VS Virginia School Board Association Art Contest in the elementary category. We had first place, Alyssa Wright, Riverview Elementary Middle School, The Wise Owl.
Science. Yeah, but
Let's just do him right now.
I will. Second grade, Jacob Coleman. Yeah. Okay.
So second grade, first place, Jacob Coleman.
Second grade was him and Sadie, right? Jacob, you want to come back and Sadie? That was the two that came. They'll have somebody decide. Yeah, let's go. I'm putting back. That way. We'll start high school.
Okay, we'll start at the other end with the high school VSBA art. First place, Abigail Tran from Hurley High School within our division.
With the VSBA art, if they win first place in our county, then we take their art to the Virginia School Board Association. So we had Abigail that placed second at the VSBA and first in county. I don't know if you can hold all these.
Let me hold that till she gets a picture with her
Yeah.
picture.
Yeah, we'll let you get a picture with her trophy and her ribbon.
Second place for our high school VSBA art for the county was Emma McClanahan.
Did a beautiful picture. Thank you so much for this. They all were.
All right, middle school VSBA art. First place, Bryson Adams from Hurley Elementary Middle School.
Wait till we get all the minutes. So we wait. We'll get her up here. All right, you're hiding back there.
Second place in our middle school was Lucy Savage. Paradise Morning from Riverview Elementary Middle School. All right. Third place in middle school is Zoe McLaughlin. Hers is Wolf Reserve.
Come on up and get it all. Don't thank you. Okay, this is good. Yeah.
One, two, three.
Thank you very much. Good job.
Okay, elementary VSBA art, first place, Alyssa Wright, Riverview Elementary School, The Wise Out. All right, second place, Jenna Hess, Council Elementary Middle School, Beautiful Barn. Third place, I hope I pronounced it right, Taylor Adams, Hurley Elementary Middle School, Safari Central.
I'll come down here.
little bit tender. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
On science fair, did we have any other, they said Kanan Owens came in on science that did K-5 science fair.
Honorable mention first grade, Kaden Owens.
Right here, sweetheart. Okay.
Okay, moving on to our calendar art for 2023-2024. We had a tie at the high school level. First place, Riley Jackson from Hurley High School. First place, Nate. Sorry, you're gonna have to pronounce that one for me. From Grundy High School, the Learning Portal.
You got second, no, you got second place. Yeah, you got second.
And second place,
Lauren Clifton.
Lauren Clifton, I'm sorry. From Hurley High
Yeah. Congratulations. There's your high school.
All right, for our middle school, first place in our calendar art, Bella Hurley from Hurley Elementary Middle School.
Second place is Leah Wilson, Council Elementary Middle.
Third place is Bryson Adams, Hurley Elementary Middle School. For our elementary, first place, Brooklyn Osborne, Hurley Elementary Middle School. Second place, Taylor Adams from Hurley Elementary Middle School, right here. And third place, Carissa Hurley, Hurley Elementary Middle.
Let me get one more here.
Yep.
Yeah. That was some beautiful artwork. I was not the one to judge. So That's the end of all of our recognitions tonight. We thank you for coming. Skills it's not here. No, it's not. We got skills. I didn't, all I saw was little people here, so I didn't see.
I see the bigger ones this way.
So Ms. Lowe, do you want to come forward? You can stand up here later.
We'd like to recognize District 9 and state winners for our Skills USA competition. Benton Deal in welding, 5th place in the state, 2nd place at the district. Garrett Milcombe, diesel equipment technology, 1st place in the district. Okay, working.
That's great.
They're working. Hunter Hale in welding, 2nd place in the district. Russell Smith, diesel equipment technology, 2nd place in the district. Abigail Tran, nail care, 1st place in the district. Victoria Dodson, nail care, 2nd place in the district. Sabrina Dales, cosmetology, 2nd place in the state, 1st place in the district. Cheyenne Ratliff in cosmetology, 3rd place in the district. Abigail May, cosmetology, 4th place in the district.
Would you like to say anything?
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
I'd like to say something about my kids and my students. It's such a pleasure and an honor to be working with these students. And then when we go to district and then we go to state, you know, it really makes the school look really good. Also, we took our state boards 2 weeks ago, and we had 100% pass rate again this year. I'm very proud of all of them, and they make me look good. And these pins, these buttons, that's where they come from. The medallions that they get right here. I get the pin, they get it looks like they've been to the Olympics. That's what that's for. But I'm very proud of it. Thank
Thank you all. Thank you for bringing the children tonight. Thank
Thank you, sir. I got some hard if you miss something, just yell. Go.
we're in line. Congratulations to you. Hello.
Okay, we'll continue on with delegations. We have a Zach Compton. Zach here, you want to come down here or you good there? Come on. Cameron, you with him? Okay. Stand here. You can pull that around if you look at the papers.
All right. If any of you don't know me, my name is Zach Compton. I am the Buchanan County Administrator in the Buchanan County Administrator for the past 2 years. This is Cameron Van Dyke. She'll have a chance to introduce herself to you here in just a moment. Also with me are two of my band parents on the back left there. That's Tiffany Hackett. She's my band booster treasurer, and also our band concession manager at the Grundy High School football games. And also with her is her daughter Rachel. She is my clarinet player in the high school band, and also with her is Jessica Grizzle, and she is my band booster president. And she's also a band mom as well. The purpose for my visit tonight, and first I'd like to thank the board for having me, and also really quick condolences on Mr. Harrison. I never got to meet Mr. Harrison, but his memory lives with us all, so I just want to extend that to you. The purpose of my visit is to present to the board the case for hiring a second band director. Currently, I teach at 4 schools a day, and I will get more into that here in just a moment, but that is why we're here today. I wanted to present the case for the need for a second band director. Ms. Van Dyke has a statement, and with the board's permission, I'd like for her to start and read what she has, and then I continue on my part. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
I wanted to write everything down to make sure I didn't forget anything, so I'm so scatterbrained. Like Mr. Compton said, thank you for having us both here this evening, and also want to give each and every one of you my most sincere condolences for Keith Harrison. I've known him for as long as I can remember, and I know that he was a voice to our county, and very thankful to have known him. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Cameron Van Dyke. I am a native of Buchanan County. I've lived here my entire life. Graduated Grundy High School in 2019. But before I go on, I'd like to read a speech that was given by Dr. Jack Stamp. He is a renowned composer, conductor, educator, and he's a music advocate. And I'm thankful that I had the pleasure to meet and work under at East Tennessee State University while I went to college. And I met him in 2021. Several years ago, Dr. Stamp worked and conducted a concert for a high school honor band. During the concert, he paused the performance to deliver this powerful speech about the importance of music education and why music matters. And this was my statement today, is to talk about the importance of music education within our curriculum. In his own words, he states, "I get tired of people talking about how band is so easy. It's my feeling that sometimes we've got our priorities out of whack. As much as I love sports, I sometimes think in our school systems, sports takes precedence over academics, and where sports are important for a lot of factors, they're not as hard as it is to be in band. I was thinking about a good batting average. It's about 300. That's 30%. If our band plays at 30%, how would that sound? And in football, you actually get a chance. There's built-in failures, right? They call it an incomplete pass. In band, we can't have an incomplete B flat. Now, granted, Well, we don't get 3 chances to play it, and then we can't punt in the middle of a piece. But the difference is that we don't have anybody trying to stop us from playing our piece. So you do have that in sports, but let's go to academics for a moment. You have to realize that music is one of the few things that these students do that uses both sides of the brain. The left side of the brain is dealing with all the technical stuff. You see, they are reading a foreign language, so this really develops language and reading skills. They're turning this code into what someone once told me. They're turning something that's black and white and making it into beautiful colors. Another technical side, they are dividing. They are doing math the whole entire time. How long is this note held out for? The durations, they're all fractional. They're dealing with that all the time. The technical aspects of their instruments, what fingers to put down, also how their embouchure is shaped to make that sound. Much more than that, they're hearing if they are playing in tune or not. Are they playing in the right style? Noticing if they're playing notes short enough, long enough, connected enough, loud enough, soft enough. Music demands perfection. Now, we don't always get there. In fact, seldom do we get there. But it's one of the few things in their lives that demands that they be perfect. You can't let someone who doesn't know about music take music out of our schools. You've got to realize they won't listen to us teachers. They think we just want to keep a job. The other thing is that the right side of the brain, which I haven't got to yet, but it's the one side that develops the heart. This morning we had a wonderful sharing session about what music is about and why the students do music. It was nice to hear them open up about what music has done for them and why they do it. If the future of America is in the hands of people like this, I'm really comfortable with that. Those are the words of Dr. Jack Stamp. In the middle of his speech, he has the band of 146 members play a section of music at 100%, meaning that they are focused, they are reading the music, paying attention to dynamics, articulations, notes, rhythms, entrances. The list can go on. The section was played flawlessly. He then has the band play at around 95%, which receives an A in all classroom settings. When the band plays a section of the piece at 95%, you clearly hear 146 mistakes, wrong notes, wrong rhythms, wrong entrances, instruments playing too loud, not blending together as an ensemble. Everything that Dr. Stamp said is true. It's not about holding a job and making music with kids, but it's about educating these kids and giving them a safe space in a world that they may feel that they don't belong. Every student has their niche. Maybe it is a sport, maybe it's robotics, maybe it's photojournalism, another academic club, etc. But some students have a niche in band. During high school, I fell in love with the band program. I am what most people call a band nerd, and I'm not ashamed of that name. I'm very proud of it. It gave me opportunities that are not available in another sport, club, or academic program. I participated in marching band, concert band, auditioned for the district, state, and collegiate levels, held leadership positions within the marching band, including leading our band as a drum major. I've marched in the town's parades during homecoming and Christmas. I've supported and cheered for our 3 high school football teams, cheerleaders, and our basketball teams. I just recently graduated from East Tennessee State University with a bachelor's degree in music, where pretty much a big portion of my tuition was covered by being in the band program. During my time in college, I performed with prestigious ensembles. I received funding to sponsor outreach events through the Department of Music. I've had leadership responsibilities, and I've worked with several high school band programs in Southwest Virginia and East Tennessee. So why am I telling you of all the great things that I once did as a kid in band? It's because music gave me these opportunities. You know, if you think about it, music's all around us. It's in the background of our Facebook videos, in the backgrounds of our movie screens, TV shows, it's on our iPhones, vinyl records, cassette tapes, etc. Music allows kids to express themselves in ways another sport or academic program cannot. Music, I've seen, can save a kid's life. Life without music, I think we would all agree, it would be bland and boring. But our standard education without music, it would be detrimental. What educators and board personnel really want to hear is how music can improve our students' education, and it has been scientifically proven to enhance other subject areas. To reiterate Dr. Stamp, it enriches math because they are dividing, everything is fractional. The scientific side, they're dealing with physics, how loud and how soft a student can play their instrument. Foreign language, they're reading terms spoken in Latin and French. The physical aspect, they're using hand and eye coordination with their instruments. During marching seasons, they are using muscle memory to remember around 10 minutes worth of the field show, remembering the music and also where they need to stand and march to on the field. History, they are learning about the greatest composers that wrote the familiar tunes that those uneducated in music will know and hear in their commercials and movies and TV shows. Without these composers like Mozart, Beethoven, Haydn, Percy Grainger, Gustav Holst, we wouldn't have the music that we listen to today. And finally, the performing arts. They're making beautiful music by just simply reading a piece of paper. If you want to save our band program here in Buchanan County and make it stronger and better, please consider the decision of hiring a second band director to allow these students to have the correct and equal education that is needed to make these students stronger and better players. Buchanan County, I know, is known for sports, but I ask of you, please do not neglect the arts. Remember that these students are our future. That was my statement, and I'd like to turn it back over to Mr. Compton.
Good job. And Cameron's last point kind of leads into what I'd like to talk about really briefly. I have a couple documents I'd like to pass out to you. I'm going to do that really quick. The first one that I'm giving you is a breakdown of my current daily schedule going amongst the 4 different schools. I won't read every word of this. This is just for your personal use and reference for later, but I would like to hit on a couple of quick points. So, as you can see at the top of the document, I begin at Riverview, and I'm at Riverview for one class period, which is 50 minutes. In that one class period, I have both 6th and 7th grade band students in the exact same class. That translates to beginning band students that have never touched an instrument before, mixed with intermediate students that have been in band for a year. In a 50-minute period where they're mixed together, I can't give proper attention to either the beginners to get them started on the fundamentals or to enhance the intermediate stuff that the 7th graders need to know. So with the restrictions of going to 4 schools, I'm forced to have beginners and intermediate mixed in the same class period. That's equivalent to having Algebra 1 students mixed with Algebra 2 students in the same block, for example. You've got students on 2 different levels. Also, due to my schedule, they had to take 8th grade away from me because they just couldn't fit it with the activity schedule. So I've lost a grade at Riverview. After first period at Riverview, I go to Grundy High School. Grundy High School, I have advanced band class, 2nd block, which is available to all Grundy High School band students. The only problem with that is just due to the structure of the high school schedule. Oftentimes, high school students aren't able to take band class. That's kind of a separate argument for a separate day and away, because the biggest struggle is at the middle schools at this point. But still, that's something that's worth looking at. After Grundy High School, I've traveled to Twin Valley Elementary. I have a short lunch period. At Twin Valley Elementary, I have 6th and 7th grade band. They're separate, but I get them for 20 minutes each. I get 7th grade from 12 p.m. to 12:20, and then I get 6th grade from 12:25 to 12:45. So by the time that the students put their instruments together, that's 5 minutes. At the end of class, by the time they take them apart, that's 5 minutes. So really, I have 10 minutes of instructional time for the 6th and 7th grade students at Twin Valley. They're separate, but I've got 10 minutes with transport to and from class and instrument assembly and disassembly. And then after, when Mr. Burniston was at Twin Valley full time, he also started band in 5th grade, and they took 5th grade away from me at Twin Valley because of the restrictions on my schedule. They couldn't fit them in. So I'm basically at Twin Valley Elementary for an hour. And then after that, I go to Twin Valley High School for a 4th block advanced band class, and it's kind of the same thing as with Grundy 2nd block. It's just due to the overall high school scheduling. Oftentimes students are unable to take it. So a quick breakdown of how this schedule hinders student learning and progress is all the stuff I just mentioned. At Riverview, I've got 6th and 7th grade in the same class, which is you've got beginners with no musical experience mixed with students that have the 2nd year of band. And what's so sad about that is the 2nd year students literally have to go through the beginning band year again because I don't have a choice. I've got kids that don't know what they're doing, so they just got to go through book 1 again. So they lose an entire year's progress. And there's more to that. You can continue to read. Oftentimes, the fact that the 7th graders have to feed with the 6th graders, they lose interest because they're having to do beginning band all over again. Again, it's like Algebra 1 students having to pass Algebra 1, do great, and then have to take that same class again. It's hard to retain their interest. So oftentimes these intermediate students quit, and then they don't make it up to the high school, and then the high school band doesn't get filled. Obviously, removing 8th grade from my schedule creates the problems of me not having 8th grade, so I had to lose another grade. Now, granted, the 8th graders do go to Debbie Owens in the afternoon. Debbie Owens is a keyboard teacher at Riverview, and she does have some sort of music degree. I mean, I don't mean that in a bad way. I just don't know if it's band or what, but I know she's got some kind of music degree. But due to the fact that my 8th graders go to Debbie or Miss Owens for after having me for 2 years, oftentimes they quit because they're used to having me for 2 years. So there's no what's I'm looking for? There's no, continuity, thank you. There's no continuity between 6th and 7th grade to 8th. So oftentimes I lose them there as well. So this compounds the loss of the students that don't want to do beginning band again, and then the loss of losing them in 8th grade when they got to go to Miss Owens. That's detrimental to the high school band. It's not being fed, right? It's a feeder program feeding a high school band. It's like JV football and varsity football. If you don't have JV, you're not going to have varsity. And the same thing works with the middle school band. And then at Twin Valley Elementary, obviously I don't have 5th grade, so that takes away one beginning class. And then I have 6th and 7th for 20 minutes each, but really that translates to 10 minutes each. So it's really hard to build a healthy program under that kind of restraint. And I've heard so many times from so many administrators that we've got to wait until the numbers build before you can justify hiring a second director. And I understand how you would kind of think that, but the only way to get the bigger numbers is by hiring a second person and have that continuity amongst both middle schools. In my opinion, that's the only way that that's going to happen. So that's why we're here today. That's why that I wanted to bring that breakdown of my schedule to show the need for a second band director. The middle schools are really, really struggling, big time. And we're wanted at these football games and these basketball games, but that's going to go away in a year or two if we don't make a change. Because students are going to graduate, and the middle school band, I'm not bringing anybody up, so it's not being fed. So we're going to be back down to nothing very, very quickly. And I would rather make a change now and invest in the future rather than wait and say, oh man, we should have done that 2 years ago. Because now it's not a band.
So remind me about Tom. When Tom was here, did we have multiple band directors, or was Tom?
Tom's last year was my first year.
Okay.
Yeah, my first
You all
year.
ran it concurrent. You all ran it together.
Kind of. My first year I had Riverview. I had 6, 7, 8 in the morning with a full class period, which is how it should be at Riverview.
Okay.
There was really nobody at Grundy High School at that time, so they sent me to Hurley Elementary my first year. Tom retired, and then so this is 21-22 school year. That year is when I started the 4 school thing. So I've been doing this schedule for 2 years now.
But we've not eliminated a position.
I can answer your question more clearly. When I was in high school, it was when we consolidated. Mr. Berniston was the band director for Grundy High School, Twin Valley High School, and he did Twin Valley Elementary Middle. We had 3 band directors that I know of, Ms. Katie Ellswick, Mr. Necessary, and Mr. Pat Clark at Riverview. Because the directors were constantly in and out, the students lost interest. And there was also no communication between Riverview and the Buchanan County band. So that was completely, it hurt us a lot. And that's why numbers never recruited. We did recruit, but it was small numbers from Twin Valley because Twin Valley is a smaller school. But there was no communication with Riverview to the Buchanan County Consolidated Band. So that's why numbers, again, dropped. And COVID, COVID was another factor. Students can't play over Zoom or Google Meet. So that also hurt us. But the big thing is middle school programs. So if that helps answer your question.
Okay, so the second question I've got is, and there again, I've not really looked too much into, is there a financial component to your presentation? Did you do a cost analysis of?
Well, I assume the cost analysis would be an entry level contracted pay rate.
Okay, which would be, what would be the increased burden on the county school system to hire a second band director?
I don't have the salaries memorized. I would assume it's about $38,000 to have a second band director. But only 2 years ago, we had a band director at the top of the pay scale, making that $50,000, $60,000, which was Ernest, and I was on the entry level.
Okay.
Tammy and I would be both at entry level, so she would be half the cost that Tom was just 2 years ago. So basically what we're asking for is for there to be 2 directors, one of which is at Twin Valley Elementary and has 5th, 6th, 7th in separate class periods in the morning, and then goes to Twin Valley High School at 4 o'clock. The second director could do Riverview 6th, 7th, 8th in the morning. Each separate grade periods have lunch and then go to Grundy High School at 4 o'clock. And then we could keep Grundy and Twin Valley High School consolidated, and we could kind of work on that together. I'm a brass person, she's a woodwind person. I play tuba, she plays clarinet. So we could approach that from 2 different angles. We could have sectionals, we could have all kinds of different things. And like she said, recent history that we had more than 2 directors.
What about Hurley?
Well, that's actually something I was gonna pass out to you. If you would like to hire a 3rd director, by all
No,
means.
not a 3rd one. We're working on the 2nd one right now.
I understand.
I want, wait a second, let me ask you a question. Is this your daily schedule every day?
Yes, sir.
Have we ever looked at it on altering where you stay at Riverview for a full and then go to Grundy and then the next day go to Twin Valley, a full?
That was something that was brought up.
Have we not looked at that?
That was something.
Because instead of going 10 minutes, we'd have 25 or 30 minutes by staying there the whole day.
That was something that was brought up, but you gotta consider the students would be getting less than half still the instructional time that's required. If I've just got them every other day versus every day. And when you start them at beginners, it's so important to have them every day so that there's that consistency.
Well, if I get 30 minutes in one day instead of 10 minutes here and all that, then, you know, it's going to come. But how many number of kids are we talking about?
At Riverview, I started,
Should be the biggest, should
Riverview, I started around 20 6th graders this year.
that's total.
Yeah, the 6th graders, that's beginners, yes. Yes.
What about 7th?
7th graders, I had 4 stick with it. And a big reason for that, well, I had 13 last year, a big reason for that was because they had to redo.
So total 24 at Riverview,
What about 8th graders
20,
at the door?
yeah, 24. At
at Grundy High School.
Grundy High School, I've got, I mean, 5, I think, 5
Go
thereabouts.
to Twin Valley Elementary, we've got,
Twin Valley Elementary 6th graders, I've got 11.
okay, 7,
No 5th grade, 7th grade, there are 3.
so we've got 14 there.
Yeah.
How about Twin Valley High School?
Twin Valley High School, I've got, there's 2 in class, but there's more there. There's 4, I think, 4 or
Twin
5.
Valley High School?
Yeah.
Nine-
But again,
9 high school and 38 little ones.
Do we know how many 8th graders is seeing Debbie?
1 currently. Yeah, just 1.
Well, what kind-
If I may speak, my daughter's in 8th grade. She didn't get to take band with Debbie or at all this year, because of the scheduling. And she had to make a choice of taking a core class versus taking band, in which she loves. And she's dedicated enough that she does it in her own free time. And she goes after school because that opportunity is not given to her. And I say that as a parent.
Oh, yeah,
And I hope
I
that,
agree.
you know, they become more opportunity. I would love for her. I went to Hurley until I was 8th grade. Hurley had a huge band,
Hurley used to have
Randy had a
best
huge band, and Quebec had a huge band. We had 3 huge bands in town. But if
kind
you
of-
don't start somewhere, it's not gonna get better.
We understand that, we're just trying to get
Right, I
numbers, so,
know, and you can't get one from her.
what do you think about Hurley? What kind of numbers you think are there and in council?
Well, council, I'm completely unfamiliar with. I'm not taught council. I couldn't tell you. I haven't handed it out yet. There's a second document here that, and I'm about to answer your question. So the first option I listed where one of us does Riverview and Grundy and the other one does Wolfram Valley. That's kind of a pre-consolidation plan. Post-consolidation, under the assumption that all the middle schools would remain open as is, where there's 4 different middle schools. And there's 1 county high school minus council. At that point, there could be a director that does either Twin Valley or Riverview, either one in the morning, and then goes to the high school for the advanced band class in the afternoon. The second director could do whatever school is left between Riverview and Twin Valley, and then hit council or Hurley in the afternoon, and maybe they could either alternate days or something, which you got to consider though. Council isn't even a part of the consolidation. So those students won't end up at the high school. So the focus may have to remain on Hurley. And I would happily take that position, by the way. I wouldn't mind a bit to do one of the Riverview, Twin Valley Morning and Hurley
But
Elementary.
if we make it a Buchanan County band, council, we could incorporate them, especially if we had two. I mean, I don't see why we can't do all four schools if we have two.
But is council high school part of the consolidation or is it
Still
going to
gonna be in the
It's still
county,
in
but
the
we're going,
county, so it's
it's
still be
similar
Buchanan
to
County band.
county
But they
band
can
now.
still play with the consolidated.
I understand that. I'm just asking for clarification. Council is
As
still
of
going to
now,
remain separate.
they
Okay.
are separate.
At that point, I would be completely open to adding.
And we looked at having high school at the trade school, where we bring all the students in for, right there's a class.
We did that my senior year, but we still do not have communication with the middle schools.
Yeah, that kind of solves the high school problem, but there's no way
On
to
the middle
still.
school, when I was in school, it was after school. It was, somehow they did it with like the last class, they did it blended and you stayed after school. And like she's talking about with the core class, you know, and it is unfortunate that they have to pick that, but if that's how it is right now, if they're wanting, you know, certain degrees or that advanced diploma or something, that's how it's set up, and that's really not in our hands. I mean, that's just how it is. So, you know, would you all be willing to offer a class at the end of school for these middle schoolers to grow your program and have, you know, have that available for more students to be able to participate?
That may leave out a lot of students that don't have the capability of having after school ride on days that there's not 21st century or something like that. To
For
me,
most of school though, we do have 21st century, and we do have transportation, and it would just be your middle school.
to me, it comes to a point where if you're forcing it so bad, I would rather just take the easier solution,
Which is what?
hire a second director and have.
But it's still, two of y'all still not gonna take care of what happened with her daughter when the core classes is requiring her to make a choice between algebra or music.
The reason for that is because they had to put 8th grade band with that beyond in the afternoon. If it was in the morning, it would just be during their activity, which is gym, computer. and
No, my
things
son
like that.
Ethan, last year, he wanted the advanced diploma, so therefore, and I think it's the CTE, so for him to do that and to take the electives, which was Spanish, algebra, and some other stuff, no, he didn't get to take another elective. I don't remember what it was, but it did fit in the schedule.
Wonder if that was due to the fact, because they made this crazy schedule change last year for band. That's why 6 and 7 has activity at the same
Well,
time.
that might have been before.
So I
but
think-
I'm just, sometimes it's not.
I think most of, it's hard to believe, but I think most of these county-wide expansive problems is because of this crazy schedule. My personal opinion, I mean, I really believe that. I think that that's the biggest cause for it. But ladies and gentlemen, I respectfully believe that the only logical solution at this point is for consolidation. And honestly, the easiest, I understand that you gotta pay for another teacher. I get that. But again, you know, 2 years ago, we had a teacher at the top of the scale at the same time I taught here. I think the best solution is just for there to be 2 of us. And one of us do Riverview and Graniteville and do both one now.
If you see in a couple of years a decline and you want the numbers picked up now, are you also kind of advocating for yourself as well? If the numbers drop, are you fearful for your job in the next couple of years? Do you think it'll still be here?
To be honest with you, myself is my last thought. I'm thinking about the kids,
Right.
because the kids are suffering right now. And if we keep going on the way that we're gonna go, I mean, I might have a job, but there's not gonna be a band.
Right.
So, you know, yeah, I mean, if you guys want a band of 8 to 12 members trying to make a field show on the field, yeah, keep it the way it is. But if we wanted 20, 30, 40 kids, which it could be, there's so much potential in this county. A change has to happen.
So on that note though, are you willing to incorporate Hurley and council at this point if we have 2 of you all?
If the schedule makes sense, and if all of the middle school classes, if there are no beginners mixed with intermediates, things like that, I would be open to that. But if beginners are mixed with intermediates, we're still in the same place that we are now in a way. So,
Even our Spanish class has Spanish 1, 2, and 3 in the same class at the same time.
it's a little different when you got a bunch of noisemakers, though.
Well,
Respectfully. I mean, when you got a kid that's never had a trump
And
that,
I think we're gonna have to think outside the box, though.
Yeah,
Like
I
you
mean-
said, alternate days, looking at the vocational school. I don't think it's gonna be as, if we're able to do this, I don't think it's gonna be as black and white as the traditional first period is, intermediate, or second period is beginner. I think we're gonna have to think outside the box.
why can't it be simple? I don't understand that. Why
Because
can't it be?
number one, we're asking you to incorporate all of our county schools. So there's two of you. And so that number one may have to adjust it. And then we do have those core classes that, the basic classes also that, is taking it, especially the middle school. And that's what you're telling me that is your biggest problem. Some of that it's not going to fit in the black and white, I don't think, the way that you're wanting it to,
Yeah.
especially with us trying to expand it. If you're wanting more students, I think we definitely need to look at trying to expand it to all of our schools.
I don't think it's a Buchanan County problem. Looking over the other schools at football games, schools that used to have hundreds in the band are now in the 50, 60 range. I think everybody else is having the same scheduling problem we have, because before we didn't have soccer, we didn't have cross country. We're taking from the same pie.
Yeah.
One kid can just do so much. There's just so many Jesse Looney's that can do 8 sports.
Yeah.
So we're all fighting for the same pie. The numbers are shrinking, so we'll have to look at it. I know we don't have that position in the budget that's been passed. But
That's what we do.
when we need to get with the principals, and right there's, they're the ones that fix their schedules at the schools. So they're gonna have to come. You're gonna have to bring us something that those principals will accept, because first of all, they're gonna be sitting there this past week and next week worrying about SOLs. And they're gonna make the schedule favoring what? Band or SOL?
And that's understandable.
Okay, so we got that problem to hurdle. And it's the same thing at the high school. They're on 4 blocks. And most of you got a bunch of students that want dual enrollment, advanced degrees. There's just so much, if we were back on 7 periods like we were back in the day where you had 7 periods to go places and, different classes, we don't. So, the scheduling, like you said, it's crazy, very crazy. And it takes a lot of work to get it going.
Well, you mentioned 7 periods. I feel like some of you are referring more to the high school problem. If we had Riverview and Twin Valley have those 3 class periods in the morning, it would be during their activity. It would not be during a full class. It would be during gym, keyboarding, things like that, whatever, library. So there would not be as much conflict. On the middle school. Yeah, the middle school is where the issue is, because the high school is not being fed. Like, honestly, I don't mind doing both high school. That's not the end of the world, but the middle schools is what is killing us. It's the beginning and intermediate together, and also taking 2 grades away from it.
Are we doing the high schools after school? Is that what we're doing? Like,
For rehearsal.
Yeah, I bring them together after school and do after school
Do
practice.
they
Four
have
or
to
5
run
days a
in the
week?
day?
They
Yeah,
do
it's
class.
offered, yeah, it's on the schedule. Grundy High School is 2nd block, it's advanced band class. It's available to all band students, but sometimes and this has been a problem for decades at this point. Pete Markham had this same issue, and Tom did too, where the high school students haven't been able to take that band class. But my main concern, and Twin Valley also sports block, my main concern are the middle schools. The fact that we've got 2 grades gone from me, and beginning and intermediate in the same class period. And also at Twin Valley, I've got beginning and intermediate for 20 minutes, but really that's 10 after assembly and disassembly.
So Zach, is what I'm hearing, you've got a request for a second band person.
Yes, sir.
I don't think we've been elected to go over and give you your schedule. I think we hire administrators to work out how you effectively work out your schedule. Okay. That said, I think the program that you represent needs resources like this, or certainly needs us to reallocate resources towards your request. But we do run a very tight budget. What I'm hearing from you is that there is a need. I'm compassionate to that need. It's going to take $50,000 to fulfill that need. So we've got to go back into our budget and find out if we can find those resources or reallocate those resources. There again, I don't think it's our job to micromanage what you do during the day. That's not for me a board capacity. That's an administrator or a superintendent's job.
I understand.
Okay. So, but I do hear your request. You know, when we get down to the money side, I'm anxious to find out how much carryover money we're gonna have or project, because it's we are at the end of the fiscal cycle. This is May. The end of the cycle is June. You know, it's 6 weeks away. So we should have some idea, you know, where we're at relative to our budget. Whether we have that for next year's budget, I do not know. But I'm certainly compassionate to your request, provided we can find funding.
I appreciate that. I have two questions on that though. You mentioned $50,000. Can you explain how that would be $50,000 when the opening pay is around $38,000?
I'm through in benefits.
Okay.
But I go back to what I would have said. I would have thought your presentation would have been a little more thought out if it would have had a financial component. Because I'm guessing, okay? But it's okay. I got what I need, which is I hear your request, but now we've got to get with our accounting team, which that's what their job is.
Yeah.
Okay, and they should be able to come back and we should be able to ask that question because we have an accounting department. We should say, accounting department, if we hire this and we do that, what's it going to cost us? And they should come back and they can say, well, here are the 7 components of that. It's easy. We just plug it in. Boom, 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 boom. And we should be able to easily go back and say, okay, well, he says that we had Tom Bernstein and was making $68,000. Now he's making $38,000, and we should have $30,000 more. I mean, I'm talking in ambiguity, but those are the numbers that an accounting department should be able to provide for us.
Right.
So, but that's where we're at. It is a financial matter. We run, like Jack said, a very tight budget. We're just going to have to see. So, other than that, there's not much more I can give you. I agree with what you're saying. Now, can we get it paid for?
Well, I'd like to clarify one more thing. I'm not asking the board to micromanage my schedule. I'm not asking that. All I'm asking is that a second band director be hired so that the principals have more flexibility. My schedule is the way that it is because I'm restricted by going to 4 schools. I'll give you a great example.
Can you do one day
I
per
think
week like our art
Exactly.
teacher does? Dedicate 1 day per week per school?
No, sir, I couldn't.
You can't?
No, sir, I can't, because whenever you're starting instrument, kids on instruments, nothing would retain week to week. It'd be like starting over each week. But what I was about to say though, the reason that my schedule is the way it is because these principals say, oh God, Zach's going to 4 schools. How are we going to do this? Miss Goodman jammed me in during a recess, the recess time for both 7th grade and 6th grade in the afternoon. I barely got a class there at all. So I'm not asking the board to make changes to my schedule. I'm asking the board to consider and take the needs that I brought up to you, the hiring of a second director, so that the principals, I can work with them and build a more cohesive, healthy, and fair schedule for middle school students. I just wanted to clarify.
I definitely think it's a need, and I do agree, it does start with your feeder program, as with
Yes.
anything. That's why we work so hard on other feeder programs. And with middle school, I would like to see the other schools incorporated though. I think that'd be a good way to try to grow numbers also.
Yeah, so that's to say, it's not really fair to council and her if you're not going to include them even with the additional teacher.
And if we could work something out to where,
That's what I want to hear. Are you all open to do that?
If-
Because it's, to me, if we're gonna have 2 of you, we need to open it to more students.
I don't mind doing the travel. If we can get beginners and intermediates in separate classes for a proper period, not 20 minutes, not 10 minutes. If we can do that, I would be more than happy to include council and her.
Sherry, can you
Yeah.
can you arrange a meeting with, the principals and everybody and see if that's something that's doable and we can work something out? So, I mean, that way we at least know.
But again, as my experience with music, I've been in music for 12, 13 years, I guess, we go back to where I began. For their learning and for the band's benefit, like I said, beginning and intermediate's got to be separate, and I have to have them every day for a full class period. I'm not saying that to make a demand. I'm just explaining that to have a healthy band program, that's what's needed.
And this will grow like our marching band. We still,
Marching
Yes.
band, concert band.
Yeah, the feeder program feeds that marching band. So, right
that's
now,
not anything we're doing away with or trying to change or anything.
No,
We're
absolutely
just trying
not.
to grow and feed
absolutely,
marching
yes.
band.
I'm not trying to do away with anything. We're here to try to build a program. And I'm also not here, and Cameron's not here to necessarily get a job. She could get a job anywhere. Band directors move around all the time, and there's jobs open.
Would she
within-
be your recommendation?
Yes, sir, she would. Yeah, she would. I've seen her teaching
We
this
would
past
still have to
semester.
advertise.
I understand, yeah, I
It's
understand,
not
I
how
understand.
everybody, no.
I understand. What, all I'm trying to say is, we're not here because she needs a job. She could go to Twin Springs right now and get hired, to look for a band director. She could have went to Homeacre last month and got a job. They just hired her band director. She wants to work here to build it with me. That's why we're here. It's not for her job security or my job security. I just want to make sure that's clear. But
Give
again,
us
like,
some time. Just give us some time. to
I
do
understand,
everything you
yeah.
do. We
I-
appreciate you.
Yeah.
You're looking at your schedule.
I understand.
mean, we appreciate what you're
Share
doing.
your
Two more
weekend
things.
with you, though.
Zach, when you get what you want, you need to move on.
Yeah.
Because if you keep it up, you're gonna lose my votes.
well, there's two more things I'd like to share. I'm not even really sharing it, but there's one more document that I want to give you, which is just where I was explaining what the tentative band schedule is. I will not go over it tonight. If I lose your vote over it, I'm sorry, but I just want to give this to you and let you look it over. And I would like to briefly ask parents if they have anything to say, because they were nice enough to come here this evening. If that's okay. Do you guys have anything to say?
I would just like to say that, the program is important. My child doesn't like to participate in sports. She very much did not want to go to school until she fell in love with me. She does private lessons with Tammy. Tammy does that on her own free time to get her to where she's at. Because she was one of those kids who repeated the same intermediate class twice. But as an 8th grader, she was able to march because she took upon herself to work for that. If you lose those, she can tell you how many students was in her 6th grade class, but didn't stay with it in the 7th grade because they had to repeat what they'd already done. And if I go and play basketball and my coach wants me to do the same thing that I had already learned last year, I'm not gonna stay with it. I'm gonna lose interest. Everybody will. You don't want to repeat what you just learned. Again, you want to grow. That's their goal, is to grow. The middle school program was huge. They just did a spring concert, the stage was full. They were. But we'll lose these kids if the schedule is not opened up to open more. I would love to see it offered at 5th grade. My son was in 5th grade this year. He would have loved to learn instruments, even if it's just a basic music class. But because of time, he's not able to. My daughter wants to give back to the Buchanan County program too. If you ask her, she wants to go study music and she wants to come back to Buchanan County. Not a lot of people will go to college and want to come back to Buchanan County. That's another thing. Tammy wants to come back to Buchanan County. Like he said, she could go elsewhere, but she wants to come back to the program that built her. And I'm not here to advocate for Tammy. But Tammy has worked with these kids for a year for free. She built the band program this past year. She worked on the field show. She's dedicated to these kids because they love kids. Zach does the same thing. I just want more opportunity for my child that's not an athlete. The band can go and compete at the state level also, but not if they're not taught enough. Rachel could go and compete at the state level. She goes and competes at district. Rachel was the only kid who made it to ETSU honors band. She doesn't take band class this year, but she works and she does her diligence. And I just want her to be able to have that community that the football team has. Because band for her is her football team. Those kids are her team. They are her support system. She leans on them more than any other person because they understand her. Not every kid is an athletic person. And I come on behalf of that. So thank you for your time and listening to me. There's a mama who wants more for her child. Just the same that you guys want more for every child in the county.
I think it's a worthy cause. I had a brother who played the band, I had a father who played the band. I mean, I certainly am compassionate. We need to find the money. I mean, if I could find the money right now, I'll support it. But we've got to ask our accounting department to find the money. And if they can find the money, then I'm very supportive of having the band. I don't know if you'll get the majority vote, but I mean, that's what I'm at.
I appreciate that. Jessica, real quick, do you have anything? Since
My
you were
son
here?
goes to he's 7th grade. He's in advancing 6th grade. He started with Mr. Bernstein, his first. And he actually loses his recess period to go to band class right now. And he's in there for 20 minutes, He's also active in sports, but he's very dedicated to band too. And if he doesn't get more time, I feel like he's gonna pull out, you know, and I don't want him to do that. They brought him out of his shell. He was that little boy that sat in his room and wanted to play video games. Brought him out and made him want to go out for sports and made him actually want to participate and speak up and have a voice. And I don't want him to lose that because he doesn't get enough instructional time.
Thank you, appreciate it.
And they're also playing at 2 of the high school graduations. I will add that. They're playing at 2 of the graduations. But it's not just marching band. They do other things with it. And I would love to see them play at Hurley's graduation and councils. I would love to see them do all of them because I think that's important. That's their platform to shine.
We'll not go over this last thing I pretty much talked about. It's just the tentative band schedule, pre-consolidation, post-consolidation. It's basically what we feel would be the best solution if it's financially possible. I'll hand this out. This is just for your personal reference. I'd like to,
Yeah.
oh, that'll work. I'd like to thank the board for your time. The past 2 years working with the county program has been the honor of a lifetime to come after Tom. I cannot do what's currently happening very much longer, I'm afraid to say. So it's just my hope that you'll give us a chance. So I really appreciate your time. I really do.
Thank you, Zach.
So thank you very much. If there's any extra, you can just take it. Thank you.
Thank
Appreciate
you,
your time.
guys.
Thank you.
Keep up the
Thank
work.
you for your time.
Do we have anyone else that is not on the agenda for delegations? Mr. Owens.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I just happened to be, I wasn't planning on doing this, but I just happened to look, that's the slogan and mission, part of mission statement. I was reflecting back, I know we lost the school board member, Dean Harris, last week. Served with him 8 years, and then we lost another one a couple of days ago, Willie Sullivan, who's here to be Friday, I believe it is, this station. I mean, we got that, our children, our future, our responsibility, which is really, really very important, and should guide us through all this stuff. Also, I just, like I said, I wasn't planning on speaking. I was coming up to the end of Caroline, get her science fair first place award, but I just wish that something could happen with this insurance discrepancy that we've got. I've spoken about it down before the supervisor. I've spoken about it here. And I just can't understand how someone can be in a partially self-funded consolidated group insurance plan and all the entities in that not having the same payment. I talked to them down there, and the school system employees are paying 4 times as what the other 3 entities are paying. And it seems to me like somebody down there, and I don't know whether you all maybe can go down there and say something like I did and speak to them about that, because you think that they would want to step up and say, this is not fair. It's not fair that one group is paying 4 times what another group is paying, and they all get the same benefits. And as far as that partially self-funded, it seems to me like the school system employees are doing the partially self-funding, and the others are getting the benefit of it. Like I said, I didn't want to really harp on that, but I just wonder if somebody's getting it. I've spoken to a couple, matter of fact, 3. One of them mentioned it one time down there, the exhibits was there when I was looking on that. And somebody else has said a couple things, but I don't think anything will happen until somebody gets something going with some of those board of supervisor members. And I know Mr. Cole told me, this was about a year ago, told me this was an election year, and it might be a good time to do something at this time, but it just seemed like when you say partially self-funded and one doing 4 times the other, it seems like one group is carrying the burden. And that's all. I appreciate what you all have done. I know it's a tough job, and I just want to add that again. If anybody can speak to any of their supervisor members about it, they might step up and maybe do something. I know we saved quite a bit of money when I was on the insurance committee. I talked to a gentleman up at VSBA annual convention. And he said that, I told him we were paying about $11 to $12 million for the whole group. And he said, I can save you $1,060,000 on the drug rebates. And about 3 years ago, we got another company to come in, and they said they could save us $1 million. And next thing I know, that Monday, they went with the same one again, and they said they could save us $750,000 to $1 million. Well, what, that's money right there. That should have been something to help us, but it didn't happen, but keep trying. Thank you.
Well, I think, to answer that, the last 4 years, it's been level, and this year's budget is a -5%, so we are back.
Well, I didn't know, I've not
Yes,
looked at the
so,
budget, I'm just still going on my.
I think in 2013, it was 199 for a family, and then when we came on 3 years ago, it was 444 for a family, so we're backing off 5%. So, we're trying to get there, they just give us X amount of dollars, and we gotta spend X amount of dollars for X amount of employees, books, buses, gas, but if you look around, ours is cheaper than any surrounding county, our premiums. And I know for a fact, my wife went to Vanderbilt, the bill's almost $1 million, and we paid $4,000 out of pocket. We got the Cadillac is what Vanderbilt is.
Well, I've known that
So
company for about 40 years.
We're
I've
driving
been in
the
the school
Cadillac.
system for a long time, and I've told my wife that we've got great, but I still can't understand the discrepancy between 3 and 1 on the plan. That's my problem. That's the
When
thing.
you got 400 employees and they've got 30 employees.
And that should help with their benefit. That should help because we're
We
providing
have
a
more
larger number,
claims, so
which would bring the insurance down.
I agree with you, but we have more claims, so I'm
Oh,
not
no, that's not true
the
either.
insurance
That's not true
adjuster.
either. When I was there at last meeting, another one of the entities had more claims than we did. Cost us more. So, I mean, I could debate it with you
Oh,
anytime,
yeah.
but I'm just saying I'd like to see, and I'm really concerned about the low income people. Custodians, cooks, secretary, teachers aide. It's not the people making $100,000. They don't care about $400. But, when somebody else is paying 100 and they're paying 400, that's $3,600 a year difference. And that's quite a bit of money, especially on local. Thank you all again.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
That's why we raised the bottom salary scale up almost 20% in 4 years, so
Well, I
we're
did
trying to
that
help.
too. I did that too. Before you came on.
But you kept the high at $50. Any more?
Hey, you know what,
Any more
Mr. Governor,
delegations?
I'm not here to debate you.
We have any more
I'm here to
delegations?
be just calm and collected about this.
I would like to speak.
Okay, yeah, come on.
Didn't plan on it. My name's Wade Endicott. I'm a businessman here in the county, have 2 businesses. My wife has a business. I don't know who knows, but who don't. But when the school board burned her, I paid for the parking permit. That's a school. Parked my car. There's nothing on that permit. I wouldn't forward it that. Releases Buchanan County School System from damage to my car. If someone would have come along, give me a flat tire, cut all 4 tires, edited it, wrecked it, I'd have paid for it. Y'all, the school sent over and got all the shop girls' keys. My girl goes to cosmetology, savvy trained. Well, my car was the only one that didn't get me, which was a brand new car. I don't know why. So the insurance company asks me, what was the principal tell me? I don't know. So I take time off work, go see what the principal tells me. So I talked to Pam. She tells me to talk to Melanie Hibbets. And we did. I've had several conversations with different people. No blame on nobody. It happened. Once again, if somebody would have come along and damaged my car, I'd have paid for it. So the damage on the car was.
Wait, comment. What happened?
The ash from the car, from the farm.
Okay.
Everywhere the ash hit, it burnt the clear coat.
Okay.
And I had Leonard's Automotive, real estimate on it, which was right at $4,800.
Okay.
Okay, then I passed that on to the school board. I don't know who got a copy or who or what.
Okay.
But couldn't get nobody to pay for it. The
So-
insurance
so-
has denied it twice. The school board.
Our insurance.
Our insurance.
Yes, they've denied it twice, and I don't know the guidelines on that. I wasn't planning on speaking until I seen this was my opportunity, so, so I had no choice. My daughter starts school in the fall. I want to back up a little bit. You're looking at a guy and a family that has bought cars for kids in this town. Nobody comes into my shop, preacher, Mount Mission School, any student that graduates comes into my shop, I help them. They never pay for Virginia inspection. Law enforcement does not pay for Virginia inspection. Preachers don't. But the children is what I'm looking at now. They don't. I try to help them any way we can. There was a young guy that graduated from Hurley. He didn't have a shot at it. I bought him a vision. I will do it again if the Lord blesses me to do it. The people who do know me will tell you that I'm a true, honest person. And I'm a preacher, and I've been a Christian for a long time. But I've done that because that's what I thought I ought to do. I'm asking the school system to do exactly that, the right thing. I'm not asking I had to turn it over to my insurance and get it fixed. It's at Leonard's Automotive right now. We actually took it Monday, the 22nd. And they got us a rent-a-car. My insurance, I had to turn to my insurance. On a comprehensive claim, my insurance pays for $600, which is 10 days for a rent-a-car. My deductible is $500 on my comprehensive claim. Now, what my insurance will do to try to get the $40-some hundred from the school board's insurance, I have no idea. But I had no choice but to do something because Abigail starts school at State University. So I had to get car for I don't, here's what I think is fair and right.
Wait a minute, let's just start out, because I'm still trying to conceptualize what
We've not,
Okay.
I've not heard.
This is the first time I've heard.
I believe that.
Okay.
Mr. Klein ought to have been on top of this.
Either way.
Nobody was aware of it. If you come over here to start something, then I suggest you go ahead and leave.
Well, you're my school board member.
Yeah, but why didn't you contact me then and inform me so I'd know what was going on?
Everybody that I went
Wait,
through,
focus on my question.
You know my number, you wife got it.
Tell me what happened.
the school car.
Okay, I got that, I remember that, but nobody said anything about anybody moving cars and stuff like that, but you said people moved cars.
Well, they sent to the vocational school, get all the kids' keys to the cars.
Who's that?
Abigail.
I know
Somebody with the school
system.
system, somebody with the school
Principal
system.
paying box.
Okay, somebody, so somebody with the school system sent word up there for cars to be moved. Were cars moved?
All cars was moved but my.
All cars were moved to the, okay.
I'm not.
So,
like I said earlier,
so now what you've done is you filed a claim with their insurance company, right?
I didn't follow a claim, it went through the school system.
Well, okay, well, the school system's insurance company.
Right.
And they denied you twice.
Right.
Okay. So then you filed a claim with your insurance company.
I was told to go ahead and turn it on my insurance.
Right, and they will come after the school system.
I don't know.
I understand that, but let's, okay, all right. But what are you out of pocket?
I'm out of pocket, I'm gonna be out of pocket $500, which is my deductible.
Okay, I make a motion to pay this man his $500
Now,
deductible.
I'm gonna ask him one more thing, Mr. Holmes.
What?
The rental car insurance is for 10 days at $600. They are supposed to have my car finished within 2 weeks. I've got to check the payment from my insurance company. I'm asking the school board to give me my deductible, and I appreciate that very much. Give me my $500
Well, I
deductible.
don't give you 4 votes, but keep going.
That's fine.
Keep going. Keep going.
And then if it takes him, and I'll push him to make sure it don't, because I need my car back. Okay, even though we got a rent car, and the school board paid for the extra days that it costs me to rent a car, which I evidently
Okay,
$60 a day.
so regretfully, okay, I'm gonna compromise. Okay, I'm not gonna give you your days, but I am gonna make a motion for your deductible. Okay, because that's finite, and I can point to that and I can say that's just. Okay, the other ones I don't have. Okay, once you get that, okay, if you do get that, come back next month and say, well, now I know what it is. It was 4 more days and $120 more. I got that, okay? But the 500 I know about, I can make that motion, reimburse you $500 for your deductible. I can make that motion. And whether I get a second or not, I don't know. But I've made that motion.
I'll second.
I appreciate that. And I think,
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
I need to make all the board members aware that I have a conflict in terms of this particular issue.
Okay.
I can't give advice one way or the other.
I think we're coming to a reasonable, we found your paperwork, does 1114 sound
But
November.
I mean, from my perspective, it sure sounds like another matter we had a few months
With the
back
custodian,
that dealt with paint.
the paint,
Yeah.
yes.
That's what I was
So-
thinking of.
So that's what I'm gonna base my.
All right, we got a motion on the floor to pay Mr. Endicott's deductible $500. We have a second by Mr. Klein. Any discussion? Mr. Thompson, I am starting with you since we missed it last time. Mr. Thompson?
That's why I asked the legal counsel, but he told me that he had a conflict.
Well, I never planned on speaking. I appreciate y'all here. I never planned on.
Well, we took care of a couple with the paint, but when they
Yes.
painted the school, when it blew it, oversprayed it over to the, and the insurance denied that too, even though those people parked their car there.
You know,
Yes.
I understand, and I don't appreciate, I didn't expect the fire truck to move, to move what they was doing over my car.
We got one yes, so just hold on. Mr. Thornberry,
I'm a yes.
Mr. Klein,
Yes.
Mr. Blankenship,
Yes.
Mr., and I'm a yes.
And I'm a yes.
And this, okay, we didn't go back to the top.
6-0.
Mr. McClellan, 6-0, you're getting a 500, and if whatever, I think David said, over the car rental, if it goes over that, bring us in.
Okay.
Bring back.
Or
the
just send it to Ms. Fletcher, and you won't have to sit through and
Well, I appreciate
discuss
that.
it again. And we're sorry that it happened.
Thank
And
you
we
very much.
appreciate
Thanks
you
for
taking
letting
care
us
of
know.
those
Thanks for
children there.
And I'll leave, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, next thing, number 5, closed session. Ms. Fletcher, do we have any closed session material?
Yes, so we do. Personnel,
Legal
legal
advice.
advice.
I'll make a motion to go into closed session.
We have a motion to go into closed session. Do we have a second? Got 2 seconds. You get them, Tanya?
I've got Blankenship.
Okay, that's
And
good
Mike.
enough.
Mike was your.
Okay.
Any discussion? Mr. Thompson?
Yes.
Mr. Thornberry?
Yes.
Mr. Klein?
Yes.
Mr. Blankenship?
Yes.
Ms. McClanahan?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. We are in closed session.
There we go.
Hello, my name is Joan Hart and I'm the principal at Council Elementary Middle School. It's my pleasure to announce that our star student for this year is Zoe Alexis McLaughlin. She's 11 years old and is in the 6th grade. She lives on Combs Ridge with her parents, Dennis and Natasha McLaughlin. Both of her parents were former students of mine, and I think she inherited the best qualities of each. Zoe has a brother named Eli that is 6 years old, and she began her time here at Council Elementary School during the summer program last year. She fit right in with all the other students and participated in a variety of activities throughout the summer, including milking a cow. I got to know her and discovered that she was a shining star right from the beginning. Her favorite subject in school is history. Miss Mackey will be glad to hear that. And outside of school, Zoe loves to play softball and spend time with her family at church. She is an excellent student. Her attendance this year has been above average. She's only missed 3 days the entire year, and she's also been on her AB honor roll the entire year. In addition to being an excellent student, an academic student, she is creative and talented in both art and music. She participated in the Virginia School Board Association art contest and was the overall winner in grades 6 through 8. She also participated in the division calendar contest, which we've not received the results yet. She can play the guitar and sing beautifully. She is very passionate about her art and music. Zoe is highly motivated and she has a strong work ethic. The most important quality, however, that Zoe possesses is her kind heart. She's courteous and has excellent manners, which I contribute to her parents and their upbringing of Zoe. I think they've done a wonderful job. She always helped me out this summer with the smaller kids. We would be going on a trip or doing an activity here at school, and some of the little ones needed help, and Zoe was the first one to volunteer to help them out. I feel like she's an excellent role model for the small children and for all students that were with her this summer. She's already started thinking about her future and what she would like to do when she finishes high school. And I think she's made a very wise decision following in her mother's footsteps and wanting to become a nurse. Zoe, we are so proud of you and so happy to have you here at our school, and only wish you the very best in the coming years. We love you, Zoe. Thank you.
Hello, I am Rita Breeding, teacher here at Council Elementary Middle School. I am honored to be able to congratulate Zoe McLaughlin for our star student of Council Elementary. I'm honored because Zoe's easy to brag about. She's very outgoing, caring, and she shows it no matter who she's with or where she's at. She helps with our academic team that I depend so much on her, and she also helps with all of our after-school activities, and she plays sports, and she also helps students with learning how to play the guitar. She can sing and have the most beautiful voice, and she cares for others, and she wants to share her talent. Congratulations, Zoe. I am so proud of you.
My name is Miss Leanne Clifton. I teach art and music in Buchanan County Public Schools. I have had the privilege to meet Miss Zoe McLaughlin, 6th grader at Council Elementary Middle School, and I would like to congratulate her for being chosen as the star student. Zoe is a tremendously talented young lady, both musically and artistically. She is a joy to know, and I wish her the best. Congratulations, Zoe.
Hi, I'm Kelly Mackey. I'm a history and reading teacher at Council Elementary Middle School. I just want to congratulate Zoe McLaughlin for being recognized as a star student for our school. Zoe is very friendly. She's very respectful to both students and teachers. She has many talents. She's very talented. She is very well-rounded also. Zoe loves to play sports. She's very artistic. She loves to read. She's a very good singer, and she loves to play the guitar. One of the things that really stands out about Zoe is that she really thinks outside the box. She's very independent. She thinks for herself. She doesn't feel the need to follow others, and I think that really makes her stand out. She also answers questions in class, and she's just a pleasure to have in class. Zoe's such a bright and lovely young lady. She's just really a joy to have in class. So I just want to say congratulations, Zoe. You are truly a star student.
Hello, I'm Pam Tester, principal of Hurley High School, and I'm here today to recognize Hurley High School star student, Braden Joshua Hopkins. He is an 8th grade student at Hurley. He always greets you with a smile and a salutation. Braden demonstrates academic excellence in all areas of his education. Motivation comes from many places, and the best students are the ones who are motivated to be successful, and Braden is one of those students. He's very eager to learn, he's very polite, and he is a true leader. Braden takes advantage of the opportunities that are afforded to him, and he values the education he receives. He loves to engage in conversation, and he's not one of those students that you see with a cell phone in their face. He enjoys face-to-face communication, and it is with great pride and admiration that I recognize Braden as the star student for Hurley High School.
Hi, my name is Bridget Lester, and I'm a history teacher and the librarian at Hurley High School. I'm pleased to announce that our Star Student of the Month for March 2023 is Braden Hopkins. Braden is an excellent student, and he's such a pleasure to have in class. He also has wonderful manners. He's always so polite to everyone, and he always greets everyone with a smile. That is why I'm pleased to announce that Braden Hopkins is our Star Student of the Month.
I'm Donna Blankenship. I am the math 8th grade teacher. I'm also the guidance counselor for Hurley High School. I am proud to announce that Braden Hopkins is our Student of the Month. He is a wonderful kid. He excels in math. He does so well. He usually will help people if I need him to help, and he just does a great job. He's pleasant all the time. He's always friendly and helpful. I can't say that anything greater because he's such a wonderful kid. Way to go, Braden.
Hey, I'm Brandon Davis, PE teacher and driver's ed teacher at Hurley High School, and I'd like to congratulate Braden Hopkins on being selected as the Star Student of the Month. I've had the pleasure of having Braden in class, and he's one of the most respectful and accountable kids I've had the pleasure of teaching. I always got a smile on his face. I don't think I've ever seen a kid have a bad day. So again, congratulations, Braden.
My name is Sue Belcher. I'm a preparer professional at Hurley High School. I've had the opportunity to know Braden since 3rd grade, been with him in several classes. He is an all-around student. He's very polite, does his work. Congratulations, Braden Hopkins, for being the Star Student at Hurley High School.
Hi, my name is Corey Belcher, and I am one of the history and business teachers at Hurley High School. This semester, I've had the honor of having Braden Hopkins in my digital applications class, where he's excelled in everything we have done. I've known Braden just for a short amount of time, of around 7 weeks. However, I realize he will be a great asset to Hurley High School in the years to come. He is always smiling. I've never seen Braden have a bad day. He's always friendly and polite. He's always speaking to me in the hallway. He speaks to his other teachers. He speaks to his peers. He treats everyone as an equal, which is very rare to see in today's time. Braden is very hardworking. He's the first to be sitting down in his seat and starting his work. He's always excited for his work, and he loves a challenge. I'm very excited to see Braden's future. I know he will go far, and I'm very excited to see where it may take him. Braden Hopkins is very, very well deserves to be Hurley High School star student. Thank you.
My name is Kim Hess, and I'm the principal of Riverview Elementary Middle School. I'm so honored and proud to name Ava Ward as our school's star student for the 2022-2023 school year. Ava is an 8th grade student at Riverview and demonstrates so many wonderful qualities that make her stand out from all of the rest. She participates in many athletic activities such as basketball, volleyball, and drama, and consistently exhibits sportsmanship and teamwork. She also has an amazing voice and willingly shares her talent for programs we hold at school. She is kind, compassionate, hardworking, helpful, and a true friend to her classmates. She always has a positive attitude and a friendly smile for everyone around her. I am certainly proud to name her as Riverview's star student and look forward to seeing all the wonderful things she will accomplish in her future. Congratulations, Ava. We are so proud to have a student like you at Riverview Elementary Middle School.
I'm Kathy Rife, and I teach kindergarten at Riverview Elementary Middle School. I had Ava Ward back in kindergarten several years ago. She was a hard worker, a very sweet student, was kind to all of her friends. So proud of you, Ava, and so happy that you've accomplished this, and I wish you many, many more good things.
Hello, my name is Donna Childress, and I'm a 4th grade teacher at Riverview Elementary School. I had Ava in the 4th grade, and I would like to congratulate her on being our star student. Ava is a wonderful, respectful young lady. She's always paid attention to detail in her work. She always enjoyed learning, curious about things, and she was always respectful of her teachers and her classmates. She's just a model student, a wonderful young lady. Congratulations, Ava.
Hi, my name is Donna Lockhart, and I'm one of the speech-language pathologists at Riverview. I have known Ava Grace her entire life because she is actually my great-niece. I was actually at the hospital the night she was born. Therefore, I have watched her grow into a beautiful young lady. She has never been in my therapy classes because she's always been very articulate and has wonderful language skills. She is a wonderful girl. She is very compassionate and loving and just very friendly. She's always considerate of others. I cannot think of a more deserving young lady for this Star Student Award. Thank you, Ava Grace. Job well done.
Hi, I'm Ashley Miller, and I'm Ava's civics teacher at Riverview. Ava Ward is a fabulous young lady. She is kind and compassionate and caring. She's always concerned with everyone's feelings around her and is just such a kind-hearted soul. When I met Ava a few years ago, well, several years ago, I instantly recognized that about her personality. She was such a sweet child. And as I've watched her grow up, I've watched that personality develop into becoming a sweet young adult and someone who cares about the people around her. Not only is she kind, but she is so brilliant. She is so absolutely intelligent, and she uses her intelligence for good. She likes to be challenged in the classroom. She likes to learn more and know more. She is an absolute joy to have in class, and I can't wait to see what her future holds.
Ava Ward is a star student. She is a very thoughtful, hardworking young lady. She always goes above and beyond for her teachers, her fellow classmates. If she's missing an assignment, she checks in. If she sees other students who are struggling, she will offer them assistance. She's a leader not only in the classroom, in our school, but she's also a leader in our community. She does many extracurricular activities. She's softball, volleyball, basketball. You can always depend on Ava to help anytime there's a need, and she's just a wonderful student to know, and we all love her. Congratulations, Ava.
My name is Miss Leanne Clifton. I teach art and music as an activity in the elementary middle schools in Buchanan County Public Schools. I have had the privilege and honor to get to know Miss Ava Ward over the past 5 years and encourage her in many areas of her life concerning her talents. Her art and music abilities are phenomenal. She is a beautiful singer. She has such a pleasant demeanor. She is such a joy to teach and a joy to be around. She exhibits exemplary behavior for other students. She is an all-around A+ girl. Congratulations, Ava.
Hello, my name is Ruth Tester, and I'm the principal of Hurley Elementary Middle School. It is an honor and a privilege to announce that Nevaeh Keene is our star student for the 2022-2023 school year. Nevaeh was nominated by a host of teachers. She has demonstrated exceptional academic achievement, admirable personal and social qualities, and exudes her love of learning daily. She is a member of the Junior Beta Club, SCA, and academic team. She not only excels in academics, she's also active in sports and volunteers in the community. Congratulations, Nevaeh. You truly are a bright and shining star and a great role model for others.
My name is Melissa Witt, and I teach 5th grade reading and language arts. Nevaeh Keene is such an exceptional student. She was such a pleasure to have in class. She's wonderful. She's sweet. There's just so much that can be said about Nevaeh Keene. Congratulations, sweetie. You deserve it.
Hello, my name is Vanessa Justice, and I teach 3rd grade at Hurley Elementary Middle School. I've had Nevaeh Keene in class as a 3rd grade student, as well as with drama club and academic team. Nevaeh is a wonderful student. She has a infectious personality and a hard work ethic that encourages the other students. She's always willing to help. She's just a wonderful student who deserves this. Congratulations, Nevaeh.
Hello, my name is Virginia McClanahan, and I teach 6th grade reading at Hurley Elementary Middle School. I am proud to say that I'm very proud of one of our students, Nevaeh Keene, for being our star student. Nevaeh shows perseverance, determination, and loves to volunteer to help in any way she can. She's very studious when it comes to her academics and reading, and always looks to help others in need. I'm very proud of Nevaeh, and I could not ask for a better student that is very deserving of star student. Congratulations, Nevaeh, and congratulations on all the hard work that you do in years to come.
My name's Erica Justice. I teach 2nd grade. Nevaeh is such a hardworking young lady, and her sense of humor is unmeasurable. I know she'll be successful in all things. Congratulations on your star award, Nevaeh. I love you.
It is an honor and a pleasure to introduce Council High School's star student for the 2022-2023 school year, Mr. Isaac Hess. Isaac is a wonderful young man. He's very intelligent, very well-mannered, and an overall wonderful young person. He volunteers here at school. He does our morning announcements. He puts up the flags. If you need something done, if you tell Isaac you need it done, he's willing to get the job done and will get the job done. He is currently the salutatorian at Council High School. He is a member of our state Envirothon team. He participates in drama, where he won a Best Actor award last year. This year he was Honorable Mention Best Actor award. I have nothing but good thoughts and good things to say about Isaac. He will definitely be missed when he graduates in June of this year. Congratulations, Isaac. Thank you for being a star at Council High School.
When I think of Isaac Hess, the first 3 things that come to my mind are creative, honest, and humble. Isaac is an extremely humble young man, and he's willing to help out in any facet. When I think of creative, he is creative in many aspects, extracurricular inside the classroom, and of course, just helping his peers. Isaac's a really incredible person, and I'm super thankful that he's our star student. Way to go, Isaac.
I just want to say congratulations to Isaac, our Star Student of the Month. And I think Isaac is a wonderful young man. He's incredible with his academics. He's a class leader, and he's a fantastic actor. And I had the pleasure of having him as one of my top actors in their theater club. Congratulations, Isaac. You deserve it.
Isaac is an all-around great kid. He's pursuing Eagle Scout. He should wrap that up before graduation. He's an integral part of the Envirothon team, our state-bound Envirothon team, and he is an integral part of this year's Envirothon team. He's just an all-around good person, great guy.
Hi, my name is Kenna Blankenship. I'm a first-year teacher at Council High School. I teach English. I'm also the drama coach. I had the privilege this year of having Isaac as my senior in theater, and he was just beyond fantastic. Every aspect of starting theater and running the whole program, he was right there. He was always the first one to give advice and to help me out. He gave critiques for the other students. He was probably the best actor I've had and I've seen. I loved having him. Congratulations, Isaac. I know you're going to do great things.
Twin Valley Elementary School's star student this year is Miss Jacelyn Peak. Jacelyn is just a good kid all the way around. She's very strong academically. She is very nice to everyone, and we are very happy to be able to honor her this year.
Hello, I'm Barbara Lundy. I teach third grade math and social studies at Twin Valley Elementary Middle School. I had Jacelyn Peak in third grade. She's a wonderful student, a hard worker, and an all-around joy to have in class. Congratulations, Jacelyn.
I am Miss Sparks. I am fifth grade math and science. I had Jacelyn in homeroom last year. She's a great student. She cares about her academics, and she is very kind to others. I could not have a better student that I would recommend to be our star student at Twin Valley Elementary Middle. Congratulations, Jace.
My name is Miss Whited, and I teach sixth grade math and science at Twin Valley Elementary Middle School. Jacelyn is a wonderful student to have inside and outside the classroom. She is willing to go above and beyond to do what is needed, and she loves helping those around her as well. She excels in all subject areas and is just a delight to have in class. Congratulations, Jacelyn.
Hi, my name is Megan Stevens. I'm a teacher at Twin Valley Elementary Middle School. Jacelyn, our star student this month, is a student on my academic team. Jacelyn is such a wonderful girl to be around. She just brings such a peaceful and calming presence with her. She is always prepared, and she keeps everybody else prepared too. She is on top of things, and she is just all the way around a wonderful student. When I think of kids here at school that always bring a smile to my face, Jacelyn is one of the very first ones I think of. I enjoy having her on my team, and I enjoy getting to pass her in the hallway and see her here at school. She is just a true joy and a really good representation of what it means to be a star student. Congratulations, Jacelyn.
Buchanan County Public Schools is proud to nominate Hurley High School building engineer Brian Davis for the Virginia Rise Award for 2023. Not only does Mr. Davis make sure that the school facility is a safe and welcoming space for all, he also gives of his time to coach and mentor students throughout the year. On October 4th, Hurley High School suffered a devastating fire. Mr. Davis risked his own safety to control the fire before first responders arrived on the scene, which saved the school from becoming a total loss. Because of his selfless dedication to serving students and staff of Hurley High School, we are honored to recognize Brian Davis as BCPS's RISE nominee.
Brian Davis is the building engineer for Hurley High School.
His day-to-day duties that he performs far exceeds what's in his job description. He is one of the most dedicated employees that I've had the pleasure of working with. His attendance is impeccable. His quick thinking on the day of the fire saved our school. He put himself in harm's way to protect others and the school. He is our hero. So it is with pride and admiration that I, Pam Tester, principal of Hurley High School, nominate Brian Davis for the 2023 RISE Award.
Hello, I'm Mark Cooper, principal at Grundy High School. Most of you have probably seen Caleb Ellswick running all over Buchanan County. Caleb runs whether it's raining, snowing, really sunny, or cold. Caleb is always running. If you haven't seen him running, you might have seen him working calls with the Big Rock Fire Department. He is available to help. He will be there in the time of need. At a young age, there aren't many like him dedicated to his sport and to helping others. Caleb is an excellent student athlete who not only meets but consistently exceeds expectations. He is an incredibly hardworking young man, whether in the classroom or as an athlete. He holds all state honors in both cross country and track. His contributions to discussions in the classroom and at practices are invaluable asset to those who surround him. He truly is an inspiration to his younger teammates. In addition to demonstrating great academic ability and talents as an athlete, he is genuinely a kind, funny, good-natured young man. He is an absolute joy to have at Grundy High School. That is why Caleb Ellswick is Grundy High School's star student.
My name is Eddie Smith, and I teach chemistry. And I've had the pleasure of having Caleb be in Chem 1 and AP Chem, and have him in Gen Chem next semester. And you won't find a more dedicated student. Always turns in his work on time. Dedicated athlete, but he puts the student first, and that'll be key when he goes to college. Being a student athlete is make sure that he keeps his academics up, and wish him all the best when he goes to college running, and wishing the best.
Hello, I'm Christina Bain. I am Caleb's cross-country coach, and I also have Caleb for dual enrollment mathematics. People often see his cross-country work ethic. They see him running in town all the time and around the school, but what they don't see is his work ethic outside of that running. He's a fantastic student in the classroom, conscientious, and works really hard with his academics. And he's also one of those kids who will readily do anything that you ask him to do, and things that we don't ask him to do. So he's one that recognizes a problem or maybe some trash laying on the floor, and he'll pick it up and he'll open doors for you. He's a perfect gentleman and a wonderful student and athlete. Congratulations, Caleb.
I'm Scotty Bostick, teacher here at Grundy High School, and here to congratulate our star student of the month, Caleb Ellswick. Caleb's top-notch in everything he does. He's a blessing to have here at Grundy High School. He's one of our top students, and he's literally always running around here one way or another. He's involved in many things, whether sports, academics, clubs. He's always got a bright personality, and just couldn't ask for any student better here at Grundy High School. He's a good leader in everything we got. He's a very good example. The kids love him, the teachers love him, and he's got a bright future ahead of him in whatever he chooses to do. And we're proud of him. We're lucky to have him here, and we can just wish the best for Caleb and in his future. But congratulations, Caleb, on being our Student of the Month.
Mental health is a crucial aspect of our overall health and well-being, both for adults and for adolescents and children. Mental health focuses on our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. Mental health impacts our thoughts, feelings, and actions and determines how we handle stress, relate to others, and make choices. Our goal as school-based mental health providers is to promote mental health and wellness for all of our children. When we make children's mental health a priority, they are happier, healthier, and more likely to succeed in school and life.
Why do schools need mental health counseling?
When we prioritize our students' mental health, we help them build problem-solving skills and we promote the development of positive social and emotional connections and healthy coping strategies. This, in turn, helps our students grow and succeed.
What services will be provided?
School mental health professionals will provide a wide range of services based on each student's individual needs. These services include skill building, modeling appropriate behaviors, classroom behavior management, problem solving, stress reduction, positive communication, building healthy peer relationships, impulse control, anger management, and finding positive solutions to day-to-day problems.
Will mental health providers be available in all schools?
Yes, mental health providers will be available to students in all of Buchanan County schools.
Who do I need to contact regarding services?
Please reach out to your child's school counselor, the school nurse, or your school's mental health provider.
What community resources are available?
Community resources available to students will include Stone Mountain Health Services, Cumberland Mountain Community Services, and Family Preservation Services.
Will my child's information remain confidential?
Yes, all HIPAA guidelines will be followed and all information will remain confidential. Hi, my name is Thomas Lewis.
And I'm Carrie Mitchell.
And I'm Julie Yates.
We look forward to working with the students in Buchanan County.
Hello, my name is Robin Ratliff, and I teach the Pharmacy Technician program here at the Buchanan County Career Center. The Pharmacy Technician program is a one-year program. It is open to Buchanan County students. It is preferred that you take this class as a senior because at the end of your senior year, you take a board exam. After you pass that board exam, you can go to work as a certified pharmacy technician in all 50 states. This class is also very helpful for anyone that is deciding to go into any type of medical field. And if you have any questions, contact me, the Technology Center, or your guidance counselor. Thank you.
This is the practical nursing classroom, and our program is a 2-year program. The cool thing about our program is that high school seniors can start this program, and then they could finish the second year of the program as an adult. When we complete the program, you have the opportunity to apply for Southwest Community College, and if you get accepted into their nursing program there, you could do the bridge program and have an RN degree in 1 year. So you can take 2 more semesters through Southwest, and well, actually it's 3 semesters. You do a summer conversion class that's a few weeks, and then it ends up being 3 semesters. But in 3 semesters, you can complete your RN degree with Southwest Community College by doing their bridge program. But our program is all inclusive. You don't have to have any extra college classes. You take everything that you need here at this school for this program. And for high school seniors, the program is free. You don't have to have any cost, and it's taught at a college level that you're not having to pay for. So that's another big plus for our program. We have excellent board pass rates. We have really successful students that complete this program, and they are ready to go work in the medical field as a nurse when they graduate.
Okay, my name is Mr. Sturgeon. I'd like to welcome you to the horticulture and greenhouse plant management class here at the vocational school. What we do out here, we take plants and learn how to maintain them. We start off with fully mature plants, do cuttings, show you what part will grow, get them to grow. So you can see around the greenhouse here. And then at the end of the season, we sell to the public at a discount rate to try to cover our expenses. So if you're interested in learning about plants and how to maintain them and grow them, be sure to check us out here at the Buchanan County Technology Career Center.
I'm Stacy Griffey, a registered dental hygienist and the dental assisting instructor here at the Buchanan County Career Technology Center. This course is a 2-semester course for 9th through 12th graders that will prepare you to work as a dental assistant. As you can see, we have state-of-the-art dental operatories where you will learn to assist a dentist with dental procedures such as fillings, crowns, and routine dental cleanings. You will also learn to take dental impressions, dental x-rays, and manage the front area of a dental practice. The national average salary of a dental assistant is $40,000 a year. So come enroll now and get your career started in the dental field with us.
My name is Howard Fuller. I teach cybersecurity. You'll learn how to hack basically it's for hacking. For another known, there's 2 types of hackers. There's a white hat hacker and black hat hacker. The white hat hacker is what I teach. You're going to learn how to crack passwords, learn how to use different operating systems. That is used for pen testing, testing different operating systems. You can run baselines on networks. Just a variety of different techniques. Some techniques don't even require a computer, such as social engineering. And we'll visit all these different types of techniques that will entail your start into cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is one of the largest growing fields that's available today for students, and there's a lot of money involved in it. And about every industry you look at will require some type of security work in.
This class is going to get you ready for anything that you would want to do in cosmetology or barbering or nails or aesthetics. We do all of that. Everything in our textbook that we study every day. You can go to the salon, whatever you go to the salon and purchase, that's what we do. So after you come to the class for 2 full years, you're eligible to take boards. So what is boards? Well, we have to have a license to do hair. We have to have a license to do anything that we do. You may want a cosmetology license, which certifies you to do everything. You may want just a nail tech license that you can only do nails. You can get just a braiding license. You can get a license just to do waxing, any type of waxing. Whatever license that you choose that you would like to do, you could specialize. But with a cosmetology license, you specialize in all of it. So after you take the 2-year program, I get you ready for your state boards. And once you take your state boards, you're certified to do, and of course you have to pass, and you were certified to do everything. It certifies you to do the nails, the skincare, aesthetics. It certifies you to do the waxing. It certifies you to do everything that there is to do in cosmetology. I have a 100% pass rate every year. And the students, they took their boards. They all took their boards. Everybody that went to boards passed. We had a 100% pass. But this year, I was exceptionally proud of the children because of the fact that we went through this pandemic and we didn't know how they were going to do. But they came back in. We worked all summer long. We didn't get to go to boards until August. So once we got to boards, they took their written. They made 100%. They took their practical. They made 100%. So I'm very proud of the students. We do a lot of activities here in the classroom. We do a lot of hands-on. All of our hands-on that we do get you ready for the workplace. Also, we have a student organization. What we do is we compete with all the other schools in the 9th district. So this past year, we competed in March before we got pulled out of school because of COVID. And we had students that all placed first place in district contests, and then I had one to place second. Last year we went to nationals and I had a student that competed in nails and she finished 4th in the nation. Since I've been working here at the Career Center, I have students who have competed in the Skills USA in the state level. My students have won 20 gold medals. Also, I had 19 silver medals in the state, and then I had 7 bronze medals in the state of Virginia. So my kids do something right. If you want to learn and you really want to know how to work in this field and you want to make lots of money, you can, because that's what we do. I get you ready to go to work. These are all my pens, and I wear these pens very proudly. And my students won these pens. I didn't win them, but they worked really hard to be able to compete and go to state and win.
And I'm a CNA instructor here at the Career Center, and the CNA program is 2 semesters, so it's a full year program. You can take it once you are 16 years old, so it's mainly for juniors and seniors, but if you're 16 in your 10th grade year, you are eligible for the program. The thing about being a nurse aide is, besides being able to work part-time while you're in high school, you can also see if the medical field is right fit for you before you invest too much time, and also you build up the career ladder. You can become after you get your CNA license, an LPN, a RN, physical therapy assistant, occupational therapy assistant. There's different careers in the medical field that you will use your CNA skills. At the Career Center here with the CNA program, the first semester we do a lot of medical terminology, so it helps you further on if you're going into any medical career. You also will do clinicals at our local nursing home, so you'll get to go and do activities of daily living with the residents and get to meet and greet with them and do your skills. Or the Career Center, they will pay for your boards if you have at least an 80 percentile. And you have to have an 80 percentile in order to be board eligible. But they will pay for your boards. There's 2 sections, a written exam and a skills competency. And they will pay for it, and we will provide you transportation as a group to go take your state boards. And you can become licensed while you're still in high school. And you're guaranteed to get a job somewhere. There is such a shortage of health professionals right now. They make really good money, especially for a young adult that's maybe wanting to have a job, like I said, part-time while they're going on through school or going on to college. What I like about it is you get so much patient interaction as a nurse aide, and we get to work with our mannequins. We have vital sign equipment that we use to do vital signs with. We do range of motion, therapy skills, assisting to walk them. So it's a really good program, and I would love to have anyone that's interested. They can contact me here at the Career Center or email me.
Hi, my name is Rick Jackson. I'm the carpentry instructor here at Buchanan County Technology and Career Center. This is one of the projects that we have worked on here in the class. We've got a little tiny house out here that we're building, so you know you can take this class. You can learn to read the prints. You can just learn to use the tools, the safety of it. Be glad to have you in the class.
Hello folks, my name is Steve Cole. I'm the auto body instructor here, or everybody calls me the old dude for some odd reason. Must be the gray beard or whatever. We teach everything in auto body from little bitty dings to great big keeled. Okay, we got a Mustang here. It's ready to paint. Hopefully we can get together and have some paint on it before long. We also do some custom painting, and call your attention up here to our panels and plaques and things that we've done. We've done some airbrushing and pinstriping, things like that, just sort of to break it up a little bit. And no shop is complete without, of course, we've got Spider-Man over here, and we got Wile E. Coyote, which is just about hidden. Excuse me. You also have to have Bugs Bunny. Now that's vitally important, and that's some of the things we've done here in the shop. And over here is our tool room. We have just about, and it's a mess right now, we've not organized very well with everything that's going on. We have just about every tool that you could imagine to do this type of work with. We actually do teach welding in here also. This is our welding station. We have our welders, cutters, everything that we need, because a car's wrecked and we have to cut out sections. You have to know how to weld to put them back together. So that's a big plus. And like I said, we do all the different stages of welding too. Over here we have our frame rack. No matter how bad a car is tore up, if it's worth fixing, we can stretch it back out and make it right and make it look like it just was never wrecked. And over this way, we've got a band here that some of the students have painted. And like I said, we cover everything from the basic little dents to all the way complete finished paint jobs. And I'll take you in the paint booth next. We have a full setup down-drive paint booth with bake cycle. We can put a finish on a car just like you get from the factory. This does really good. It's well heated, it's safe. Plenty of airflow, and of course we have all of our safety equipment and everything when we're painting. And we do all kinds of different paint work. We do just basic paint jobs. We'll do custom painting, and that's really the fun stuff. So we'll go on out this way. And we also have been known to paint walls and things like this. Some of my students did this in their locker room. And just all kinds of stuff. We generally have a big time. That's the nickel tour. Come on back when you can and come on in. I'll show you how to do some body work, paint some cars, and hopefully we'll have some fun as we learn. Thank you now.
Hello, my name is Joan Hart and I'm the principal at Council Elementary Middle School. It's my pleasure to announce that our star student for this year is Zoe Alexis McLaughlin. She's 11 years old and is in the 6th grade. She lives on Combs Ridge with her parents, Dennis and Natasha McLaughlin. Both of her parents were former students of mine, and I think she inherited the best qualities of each. Zoe has a brother named Eli that is 6 years old, and she began her time here at Council Elementary School during the summer program last year. She fit right in with all the other students and participated in a variety of activities throughout the summer, including milking a cow. I got to know her and discovered that she was a shining star right from the beginning. Her favorite subject in school is history. Miss Mackey will be glad to hear that. And outside of school, Zoe loves to play softball and spend time with her family at church. She is an excellent student. Her attendance this year has been above average. She's only missed 3 days the entire year, and she's also been on her AB honor roll the entire year. In addition to being an excellent student, an academic student, she is creative and talented in both art and music. She participated in the Virginia School Board Association art contest and was the overall winner in grades 6 through 8. She also participated in the division calendar contest, which we've not received the results yet. She can play the guitar and sing beautifully. She is very passionate about her art and music. Zoe is highly motivated and she has a strong work ethic. The most important quality, however, that Zoe possesses is her kind heart. She's courteous and has excellent manners, which I contribute to her parents and their upbringing of Zoe. I think they've done a wonderful job. She always helped me out this summer with the smaller kids. We would be going on a trip or doing an activity here at school, and some of the little ones needed help, and Zoe was the first one to volunteer to help them out. I feel like she's an excellent role model for the small children and for all students that were with her this summer. She's already started thinking about her future and what she would like to do when she finishes high school. And I think she's made a very wise decision following in her mother's footsteps and wanting to become a nurse. Zoe, we are so proud of you and so happy to have you here at our school, and only wish you the very best in the coming years. We love you, Zoe. Thank you.
Hello, I am Rita Breeding, teacher here at Council Elementary Middle School. I am honored to be able to congratulate Zoe McLaughlin for our star student of Council Elementary. I'm honored because Zoe is easy to brag about. She's very outgoing, caring, and she shows it no matter who she's with or where she's at. She helps with our academic team that I depend so much on her, and she also helps with all of our after-school activities, and she plays sports, and she also helps students with learning how to play the guitar. She can sing and have the most beautiful voice, and she cares for others, and she wants to share her talent. Congratulations, Zoe. I am so proud of you.
My name is Miss Leanne Clifton. I teach art and music in Buchanan County Public Schools. I have had the privilege to meet Miss Zoe McLaughlin, 6th grader, at Council Elementary Middle School, and I would like to congratulate her for being chosen as the star student. Zoe is a tremendously talented young lady, both musically and artistically. She is a joy to know, and I wish her the best. Congratulations, Zoe.
Hi, I'm Kelly Mackey. I'm a history and reading teacher at Council Elementary Middle School. I just want to congratulate Zoe McLaughlin for being recognized as a star student for our school. Zoe is very friendly. She's very respectful to both students and teachers. She has many talents. She's very talented. She is very well-rounded also. Zoe loves to play sports. She's very artistic. She loves to read. She's a very good singer, and she loves to play the guitar. One of the things that really stands out about Zoe is that she really thinks outside the box. She's very independent. She thinks for herself. She doesn't feel the need to follow others, and I think that really makes her stand out. She also answers questions in class, and she's just a pleasure to have in class. Zoe's such a bright and lovely young lady. She's just really a joy to have in class. So I just want to say congratulations, Zoe. You are truly a star student.
Hello, I'm Pam Tester, principal of Hurley High School, and I'm here today to recognize Hurley High School star student, Braden Joshua Hopkins. He is an 8th grade student at Hurley. He always greets you with a smile and a salutation. Braden demonstrates academic excellence in all areas of his education. Motivation comes from many places, and the best students are the ones who are motivated to be successful, and Braden is one of those students. He's very eager to learn, he's very polite, and he is a true leader. Braden takes advantage of the opportunities that are afforded to him, and he values the education he receives. He loves to engage in conversation, and he's not one of those students that you see with a cell phone in their face. He enjoys face-to-face communication, and it is with great pride and admiration that I recognize Braden as the star student for Hurley High School.
Hi, my name is Bridget Lester, and I'm a history teacher and the librarian at Hurley High School. I'm pleased to announce that our Star Student of the Month for March 2023 is Braden Hopkins. Braden is an excellent student, and he's such a pleasure to have in class. He also has wonderful manners. He's always so polite to everyone, and he always greets everyone with a smile. That is why I'm pleased to announce that Braden Hopkins is our Star Student of the Month.
I'm Donna Blankenship. I am the math 8th grade teacher. I'm also the guidance counselor for Hurley High School. I am proud to announce that Braden Hopkins is our Student of the Month. He is a wonderful kid. He excels in math. He does so well. He usually will help people if I need him to help, and he just does a great job. He's pleasant all the time. He's always friendly and helpful. I can't say that anything greater because he's such a wonderful kid. Way to go, Braden.
Hey, I'm Brandon Davis, PE teacher, driver's ed teacher at Hurley High School, and I'd like to congratulate Braden Hopkins on being selected as the Star Student of the Month. I've had the pleasure of having Braden in class, and he's one of the most respectful and accountable kids I've had the pleasure of teaching. Always got a smile on his face. I don't think I've ever seen a kid have a bad day. So again, congratulations, Braden.
My name is Sue Belcher. I'm a preparer professional at Hurley High School. I've had the opportunity to know Braden since 3rd grade, been with him in several classes. He is an all-around student. He's very polite, does his work. Congratulations, Braden Hopkins, for being the star student at Hurley High School.
Hi, my name is Corey Belcher, and I am one of the history and business teachers at Hurley High School. This semester, I've had the honor of having Braden Hopkins in my digital applications class, where he's excelled in everything we have done. I've known Braden just for a short amount of time, around 7 weeks. However, I realize he will be a great asset to Hurley High School in the years to come. He is always smiling. I've never seen Braden have a bad day. He's always friendly and polite. He's always speaking to me in the hallway. He speaks to his other teachers. He speaks to his peers. He treats everyone as an equal, which is very rare to see in today's time. Braden is very hardworking. He's the first to be sitting down in his seat and starting his work. He's always excited for his work, and he loves a challenge. I'm very excited to see Braden's future. I know he will go far, and I'm very excited to see where it may take him. Braden Hopkins is very well deserves to be Hurley High School star student. Thank you.
My name is Kim Hess, and I'm the principal of Riverview Elementary Middle School. I'm so honored and proud to name Ava Ward as our school's star student for the 2022-2023 school year. Ava is an 8th grade student at Riverview and demonstrates so many wonderful qualities that make her stand out from all of the rest. She participates in many athletic activities such as basketball, volleyball, and drama, and consistently exhibits sportsmanship and teamwork. She also has an amazing voice and willingly shares her talent for programs we hold at school. She is kind, compassionate, hardworking, helpful, and a true friend to her classmates. She always has a positive attitude and a friendly smile for everyone around her. I am certainly proud to name her as Riverview's star student and look forward to seeing all the wonderful things she will accomplish in her future. Congratulations, Ava. We are so proud to have a student like you at Riverview Elementary Middle School.
I'm Kathy Rife, and I teach kindergarten at Riverview Elementary Middle School. I had Ava Ward back in kindergarten several years ago. She was a hard worker, a very sweet student, was kind to all of her friends. So proud of you, Ava, and so happy that you've accomplished this, and I wish you many, many more good things.
Hello, my name is Donna Childress, and I'm a 4th grade teacher at Riverview Elementary School. I had Ava in the 4th grade, and I would like to congratulate her on being our star student. Ava is a wonderful, respectful young lady. She's always paid attention to detail in her work. She always enjoyed learning, curious about things, and she was always respectful of her teachers and her classmates. She's just a model student, a wonderful young lady. Congratulations, Ava.
Hi, my name is Donna Lockhart, and I'm one of the speech-language pathologists at Riverview. I have known Ava Grace her entire life because she is actually my great-niece. I was actually at the hospital the night she was born. Therefore, I have watched her grow into a beautiful young lady. She has never been in my therapy classes because she's always been very articulate and has wonderful language skills. She is a wonderful girl. She is very compassionate and loving and just very friendly. She's always considerate of others. I cannot think of a more deserving young lady for this Star Student Award. Thank you, Ava Grace. Job well done.
Hi, I'm Ashley Miller, and I'm Ava's civics teacher at Riverview. Ava Ward is a fabulous young lady. She is kind and compassionate and caring. She's always concerned with everyone's feelings around her and is just such a kind-hearted soul. When I met Ava a few years ago, well, several years ago, I instantly recognized that about her personality. She was such a sweet child. And as I've watched her grow up, I've watched that personality develop into becoming a sweet young adult and someone who cares about the people around her. Not only is she kind, but she is so brilliant. She is so absolutely intelligent, and she uses her intelligence for good. She likes to be challenged in the classroom. She likes to learn more and know more. She is an absolute joy to have in class, and I can't wait to see what her future holds.
Ava Ward is a star student. She is a very thoughtful, hardworking young lady. She always goes above and beyond for her teachers, her fellow classmates. If she's missing an assignment, she checks in. If she sees other students who are struggling, she will offer them assistance. She's a leader not only in the classroom, in our school, but she's also a leader in our community. She does many extracurricular activities. She's softball, volleyball, basketball. You can always depend on Ava to help anytime there's a need, and she's just a wonderful student to know, and we all love her. Congratulations, Ava.
My name is Miss Leanne Clifton. I teach art and music as an activity in the elementary middle schools in Buchanan County Public Schools. I have had the privilege and honor to get to know Miss Ava Ward over the past 5 years and encourage her in many areas of her life concerning her talents. Her art and music abilities are phenomenal. She is a beautiful singer.
She has such a pleasant demeanor. She is such a joy to teach and a joy to be around. She exhibits exemplary behavior for other students. She is an all-around A+ girl. Congratulations, Ava.
Hello, my name is Ruth Tester and I'm the principal of Hurley Elementary Middle School. It is an honor and a privilege to announce that Nevaeh Keene is our star student for the 2022-2023 school year. Nevaeh was nominated by a host of teachers. She has demonstrated exceptional academic achievement, admirable personal and social qualities, and exudes her love of learning daily. She is a member of the Junior Beta Club, SCA, and academic team. She not only excels in academics, she's also active in sports and volunteers in the community. Congratulations, Nevaeh. You truly are a bright and shining star and a great role model for others.
My name is Melissa Witt and I teach 5th grade reading and language arts. Nevaeh Keene is such an exceptional student. She was such a pleasure to have in class. She's wonderful, she's sweet. There's just so much that can be said about Nevaeh Keene. Congratulations, sweetie, you deserve it.
Hello, my name is Vanessa Justice and I teach 3rd grade at Hurley Elementary Middle School. I've had Nevaeh Keene in class as a 3rd grade student as well as with drama club and academic team. Nevaeh is a wonderful student. She has an infectious personality and a hard work ethic that encourages the other students. She's always willing to help. She's just a wonderful student who deserves this. Congratulations, Nevaeh.
Hello, my name is Virginia McClanahan and I teach 6th grade reading at Hurley Elementary Middle School. I am proud to say that I'm very proud of one of our students, Nevaeh Keene, for being our star student. Nevaeh shows perseverance, determination, and loves to volunteer to help in any way she can. She's very studious when it comes to her academics and reading, and always looks to help others in need. I'm very proud of Nevaeh, and I could not ask for a better student that is very deserving of star student. Congratulations, Nevaeh, and congratulations on all the hard work that you do in years to come.
My name's Erica Justice. I teach 2nd grade. Nevaeh is such a hardworking young lady. And her sense of humor is unmeasurable. I know she'll be successful in all things. Congratulations on your Star Award, Nevaeh. I love you.
It is an honor and a pleasure to introduce Council High School's star student for the 2022-2023 school year, Mr. Isaac Hess. Isaac is a wonderful young man. He's very intelligent, very well-mannered, and an overall wonderful young person. He volunteers here at school. He does our morning announcements. He puts up the flags. If you need something done, if you tell Isaac you need it done, he's willing to get the job done and will get the job done. He is currently the salutatorian at Council High School. He is a member of our state Envirothon team. He participates in drama, where he won a Best Actor Award last year. This year he was Honorable Mention Best Actor Award. I have nothing but good thoughts and good things to say about Isaac. He will definitely be missed when he graduates in June of this year. Congratulations, Isaac. Thank you for being a star at Council High School.
All right, we have a motion to come out of closed session. We have a motion and a second. Discussion. Not hearing any. Mr. Thompson. Mr. Thornberry.
Yes.
Mr. Klein.
Yes.
Mr. Blankenship.
Yes.
Mr. Flanagan.
Yes.
And I'm a yes. A motion to certify.
Make that motion. Second.
Got a motion and a second. Discussion. Mr. Thompson.
Yes.
Mr. Thornberry.
Yes.
Mr. Klein.
Yes.
Mr. Blankenship.
Yes.
And I'm a yes.
Mr. Chairman, I got a motion.
Go ahead, Mr. Blankenship.
I make a motion that we hire Sherry Fletcher for superintendent for a period of 3 years, 1 month, at a salary of $120,000 plus $7,200 for vehicle.
Starting
June 1st.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to hire Ms. Fletcher as superintendent of the Buchanan County School System. Any discussion? First of all, thank you for picking up the slack here for the last 5 or 6 weeks, Ms. Fletcher, and carry on.
For believing in me and trusting me to do the job.
Mr. Thompson?
Yes.
Mr. Thornberry?
Yes.
Mr. Klein?
Yes.
Mr. Blankenship?
Yes.
Mr. Flanagan?
Yes.
And I'm a yes.
Thank you. Congratulations, Sherry. Thank you very much.
Okay, discussion and approval of the minutes. Everyone had a chance to read the minutes.
We need a motion.
Yes, sir.
I'll make a motion.
We have a motion. Do we have a second to approve the minutes?
One second.
We have a second. Discussion. Mr. Thompson?
Yes.
Mr. Thornberry?
Yes.
Mr. Klein?
Yes.
Mr. Blankenship?
Yes.
Ms. McClanahan?
Yes.
And I'll be a yes. Looking over the payables, boots, payrolls, invoices. Any questions? Any motions to approve?
I'll make a motion, Bruce.
Okay, we have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, we have a second. Discussion. Mr. Thompson?
Yes.
Mr. Thornberry?
Yes.
Mr. Klein?
Yes.
Mr. Blankenship?
Yes.
Mr. Flanagan?
Yes.
And I'll be a yes.
Can I make a motion while we're on the
Mr.
payroll?
Klein, you make a motion.
If their paydays fall on a Saturday or a holiday, can they get paid the day before on a Friday?
I'll second
Can
that.
I make it? What was that? If the payday falls on a weekend, can they get
For a
paid?
holiday.
I think it's like 3 or 4 times a year.
Yeah, I second that.
Okay, we have a motion. Did you get
You
the,
got it.
and a second, did you get the motion, Tanya?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I say something? So if we back that up, if you want to change when they get paid, can we just have them paid on the last business day of the month instead of the first business day of the month? It would be that 1 year, they would have 13 paydays in 1 year. So the employees would have to be aware of that going forward. And then after that, it would just be 12 like always.
So the first year would be more months.
Yes. Which makes us a bit more income when the file on stuff. Because now they get paid.
12 times now.
Yes, but we get paid on the first business day of the month versus the last business day of the month.
We get paid on the first business day of the month for that month. January 1 pays for January.
January 1 pays for December.
So if you pay.
Which
on
is usually
December
January
31st.
the 2nd or 3rd when they get paid is what you're
Right.
asking.
So your preference would be the last business
Last
day.
business day of the month.
You want to
So they
change the
get
motion
paid
then?
on
So
the-
You can amend your
I'll
motion.
amend that and we'll motion that they get paid at the last day of the month.
But you also want them paid
Before the weekend.
before the weekend or for the,
They only get paid one time and sometimes they'll
Friday
take
before the
people
holiday.
that
The
travel.
last business day of the month?
yes.
And if it falls on a holiday,
Uh-huh.
It will
It'll
be
be the
paid
day
the day
before.
before the holiday.
That's fair. Thank you.
Is that your motion?
or
Yes, sir.
Friday. if
Is
it's
that
on
your
a
second?
business. Yes. Is it
Or if it's a
clarified?
holiday, a business day would be the day before the holiday.
Yeah, but if it falls on a Saturday or Sunday, that may not be a holiday, so we still need to
On
pick
the
a
last
Friday.
business.
Yeah, but it'd be
May
the last
not be a
business.
Friday, the last business day.
So if the
If that
30,
last business day falls
falls on that Saturday.
We're not in business on Saturday. Business days
Business.
ends
For us.
Monday
Gotcha.
through Friday.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Sorry.
Are you good with
Yes, I
amending
am.
that? Okay. Discussion, we had it, I believe. Mr. Thompson? Mr. Thornberry?
Yes.
Mr. Klein?
Yes.
Mr. Blankenship?
Yes.
Mr. McClanahan?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. Ms. Fletcher, hit us with the enrollment date.
Wait a minute, we've got more financial stuff.
Okay.
Don't we have a fee agreement being requested by outside counsel, or outside counsel,
Yeah.
specialized services?
Mr. Chairman, we need a motion to approve the hiring of the firm of Mickey Hamlet, which is a firm in Charlottesville, and office of Roanoke, to assist the street law firm in contract negotiations and related to the new school project.
What was the rate?
$3.50 an hour. It's at will, terminable at any time.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Did you get all that, Tanya, or I think Ms. Fletcher was
Yes. I
jotting
did.
the names and everything? Okay, you hear it better than me.
Could you repeat that one more time, sir? I will.
Can you go ahead?
I mean, what I don't want to do is like, I'm not going to try to verbatim give you the motion because that's already been stated. But let me just explain to you what it is, okay? The firm of Mickey Hamlet, it's a law firm out of Charlottesville. They have offices in Roanoke. They have an attorney that specializes in construction law and contracting, and the board is going to retain them to assist the street law firm with contract negotiations, drafting, and execution matters relating to the new consolidated school.
Okay. Hey, did we want to deal with the carryover funds and since we're still in finance?
Yes. You want to start with the Mr. Ward, with the ceiling and all that?
Okay.
Mr. Ward, do you want to present the ceiling, the gyms, repaint, striping them?
Yes,
And some vehicles for the bus garage blues.
yes, in the past couple of years, we've hired an outside company to come into our gym floors. I'm speaking with the principals and some of the coaches. They were not necessarily pleased with the outcome of what these companies did. And in the past, we've hired our coaches or other employees that be interested in making extra money to do it. The school system would take care of the labor costs of the employees plus the cost of all the materials. And what I had given Ms. Fletcher today, we're going around working on it. Labor costs essentially would equal to about $2,000 a gym for just sanding and sealing. And then looking at Twin Valley High, needs to be a complete repainting of their gym floor, their lines, their borders, everything is pretty worn. Twin Valley Elementary requested repainting of their actual lines, just the lines on the court, nothing else. And then at Hurley High had some touch-up in areas. So those prices went up a little bit based on the labor for doing all the extra taping and stuff with the painting, the time it would take there. I think that equal to be about $17,750 in labor costs. Overall, we have an estimate of about $30,000 approximately for all the materials that would be needed plus the labor. I mean, that would be labor included in that $30,000 cost. And I've talked to some of the coaches, they're lined up ready to do it if the board chooses to do so.
Will they do, like if I'm Twin Valley coach?
Yes.
And say council doesn't, they don't want to do it.
I have people that are willing to go
to different
do
schools.
it. And because we have a lot of younger coaches and employees that's never done it, I'm going to be there, kind of help supervise it and go over it as well. And I would do it after regular hours to make sure that it's done right with them. And also on this, there was a request for a new gym floor applicator, different than what we've used in the past. The ones in the past was a big tank on a stick that you held. This one's on wheels. You put the whole 5-gallon bucket in and it gravity feeds into the floor. It's a little easier to maneuver. And it was at a cost of $1,290.49. That's the cheapest option of one of those. The tank on the stick is right at $600. So,
That's included in the cost.
that would be an extra. That would be the extra of that, because, and my thought on this was, if we take care of it, this is gonna be used multiple gym after gym, year after year. In the past, those ones on the stick get thrown back in the closet somewhere, don't get properly cleaned out, and they're buying them.
That typically was done like during Thanksgiving break, majority of the time. I remember doing that.
I've done some of them this summer. I've done some Thanksgiving break. I've done some on Christmas break in the past. A lot of the high schools like it done Thanksgiving or Christmas because it's basketball season. They like the stickiness of the floor, and in volleyball, they like it to be a little slicker. So I would say they'll get your 4 high schools done. 1 week of Thanksgiving break would be difficult with one applicator. So some of them we may have to do during the summer. Some of them, I know Riverview is going to be hosting our district basketball tournament, I think, from now on. It's just the 4 district schools, I think, is what the principals had worked on. That would probably need to be done over Christmas break after the AG's wrestling tournament, so that it is good and fresh for the tournament, because no other sporting events are held there except for that. So we could probably delay that with the Christmas break, and then maybe work the other ones during Thanksgiving break in our elementaries or the one when Council Elementary could be done probably Thanksgiving break because of basketball. But I would leave that up to the principals and the athletic directors when they would want theirs completed.
We think it's a great idea, and a couple of us was talking, we had asked Sherry to look to see the warranty on like the new gym at Council and at Riverview.
Yes.
Those are new, because we don't want to do anything to void those.
Yes, I mean, that's perfectly understandable.
And we wanted to make sure that, you or somebody that knows what they're doing is the ones doing those.
Yes. This first year I would be involved,
Well, maybe
start
not
to
just the
finish.
first year, Jeremy.
I'm just saying, I would make sure that it's been done right and trained. Like I said, I've done Riverviews, Grundy's, Russell Freighters,
Yeah, that's when you're there. So we just want to make sure.
Yes, I will be involved in every gym floor to make sure it's done properly.
Got anything else?
How many what's the projected Sherry of our carryover funds?
1.1.
1.1 million?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what you're saying, Jeremy, is you want us to reallocate our funds in our current budget for this project that you think you can complete in purchasing equipment as well for under 35,000.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll make that motion.
I'll say.
Provided it doesn't, as Angie said, doesn't warranty breaches.
Yeah, we'll check that
Okay.
out. I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion to approve the gym seal not over 35,000. And we have a second. Any discussion?
So is this contingent on if we get our carryover funds?
Well, wouldn't it be in the budget if we know we're gonna have to do them again, and we've been
I
averaging
think it's something that
28,000?
we really need to, make sure that we do have it in there to cover it. But, we've done them every year, so I think.
That's where I was coming from, because this is something we do every year, and I think you're saving us money.
Is this
With
contingent on your?
the increase of cost of the materials, I feel like an outside company will be a much higher estimate.
We allocate now, it's not carryover.
And that's right, but you gotta make sure that it's still within the budget.
Right.
Even if you don't have the carryover. So you don't wanna spend more than what you.
Right, so there's.
Do we have it budgeted in to seal the gym floors as we do every year?
For next year?
Yes.
No, it's not in there. It wasn't given to me. I've got no capital outlay projects to put in the budget this year.
Did you come up with the 1.1 million of potential carryover money?
Yes.
How'd you come up with that number?
I took the treasurer's fund balance and estimated what our summer payrolls would be, which is your 2 accruals, your summer school payroll, the expenses for that. You kind of estimate what you have for the next two payrolls, which would be the June 1 and the June 30th, July 1 payroll, and then you take what you think that you're going to receive from the state. And you put all that together, and that's what you come up with.
And so from a technical standpoint, it sounds to me like what you're also saying is that if we were coming in 1.1 million under budget.
Yes, but we had a lot of reimbursements that was made that were held over from previous years that came in in April.
Okay, so
that's the reason you have a lot more money than what we actually had in.
okay, but so we have 1.1 million in excess funds.
Yes.
That you're going to project that if we close out our fiscal period in June 30th using all of your payroll expenses and itemized stuff,
yes,
then we're going to have that as carryover, which would be in excess of what we currently budget.
Yes.
So okay, all right. So yes, we have the funds. This is a reallocation of those funds.
Are you Ms. Tester?
Yes.
Okay, nice to see you face to face.
Yes.
Here's the question I have for you, and that is, without regard to the carryover funds, should we have funds available to the school to cover this $35,000 project without taking away other budget monies?
And looking at the previous year's budgets and how things have worked, and yes, we've had a lot of federal funds with ESSER and everything, which has helped us have our carryover funds going forward. I think that we will be able to do these gym floors, yes. I just wanted to make sure that if it was from carryover funds, that we put that into the carryover funds. But if it, we're just going to use it out of the budget funds, and that's okay.
So okay, so explain to me, what is the difference between
okay, if we're going
the
to ask
budgeted, if it's carryover money, what makes it carryover money?
carryover money is money that we're going to have left over from this year from the budget that we have to ask the Board of Supervisors to carry over and add to our budget.
Okay, so in that process, if we spent the money between now and the end of June, would it be carryover money?
No, not if you spend it by June 30th, but how can you spend this money if you're not going to do it till next Thanksgiving and Christmas?
By the supplies and that piece of equipment he's asking for.
Oh, yes, you can go ahead and buy the supplies and the equipment. Yes, that's no problem.
Correct.
I would like to ask, this is just a general thing that's needed every year, and I'll be honest, I assumed that would have been a part of our budget, because for the 8 years I've been on here, we've always voted to have these gym floors done. So can you please make sure next year we get that in? And every other year after that?
Yes.
Thank you.
Good.
And that would just be increasing our maintenance costs is what that would be.
Okay.
So all non-payroll items could be spent in this fiscal period. And then we would set up an accrual for payroll items into the next fiscal period, itemizing that so that we can go to the supervisors and say, yes, we have excess funds, but we already have them projected. We already have them spent. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, that would be my motion.
Any discussion? We did get a second, didn't we? You seconded?
I did
Dan
before he
did.
said all that.
Yeah.
Are you gonna amend yours?
Yeah. We're gonna have to amend the motion to say what you just said.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, mom and second what he said.
Discussion. Mr. Thompson?
Yes, Jeremy.
Yes. Mr. Thornberry?
Yes.
Mr. Klein? Yes. Mr. Blankenship?
Yes.
Mr. Flanagan?
Yes.
I'll be a yes.
All right, I'd like to make a motion to complete the roof at Hurley High School for the $36,000 bid, as well as the heating system in the gym at Hurley High School for the $119,500, which would simply be a reallocation of current year budgeted funds toward these projects.
I'll second.
Mr. Klein seconds it. Discussion. Mr. Thompson? Yes. Mr. Thornberry? Yes. Mr. Klein? Yes. Mr. Blankenship?
Yes.
Mr. McClanahan?
Yes.
And I'm a yes.
May I ask a question?
Yes, sir.
Who got the bid for the Hurley High School roof? And
I have that with,
Good question.
Starnes for the, roof of the gym.
No, for heating.
Starnes for the
The
heating.
heating is Starnes.
And I know, just a second, Leonard Roofing for the, roof over the locker rooms at Hurley High School.
and what was the cost on those two? What was
Roof was 36,000.
The,
The roof was
it's
approximately 36,000 and the heating and cooling was 119,000.
119,000.
That's an
Okay,
estimate.
apparently the transportation department is asking for a service truck. Is there a price on that service truck?
Yes, we had a service truck go down a few weeks ago, and it was an older, early 90s model Chevy. The engine just went out. Cost of repair and replacement of that engine is worth more than the truck. It would cost more than the truck. I have a couple of quotes here. I requested another one and I haven't got it sent to me yet. And this would be for a new Chevrolet 2500 crew cab service truck with a toolbox bed. I have a quote from Modern Chevrolet and Homeacre for $58,940. And then one from Ramey's and Richlands would be $60,214. I would recommend the one from Modern. They have the toolboxes on site, tool beds that they install just as soon as they get the truck in. And they do a lot of service trucks in the area. And they were very quick to get back to me on this.
So you're making the recommendation for what's the price of the one you're recommending?
$58,940.
So under 60,000?
Yes.
All right, so I'll make a motion to reallocate current budget year funding for the 60,000, not to exceed 60,000 relative to the service truck that the transportation department is requesting.
And this would be for one of our maintenance department for their service trucks.
Okay. Specifically for the maintenance department.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second for a service truck for the maintenance department. Discussion. Does this, now that should put them in pretty good shape.
This puts them all
All
in
in.
trucks within the last 6 years being purchased. So hopefully barring any major issues.
And the bus garage is
The
good.
bus garage guys are good on their trucks as well. It just puts them all in reliable vehicles in our system.
Mr. Thompson? Mr. Thornberry?
Yes.
Mr. Klein?
Yes.
Mr. Blankenship?
Yes.
Mr. McClanahan?
Yes.
And I'm a yes.
Since I'm making motions, I've got a motion to make about RAM using Riverview again this October. So I just make a motion that this board approve it for a weekend that they will provide to us as we have historically done.
No second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to provide Riverview for RAM in the fall. Discussion. Mr. Thompson?
Yes.
Mr. Thornberry?
Yes.
Mr. Klein?
Yes.
Mr. Blankenship?
Yes.
Mr. McClanahan?
Yes.
And I'm a yes.
Okay, I've been asked to make a motion to use carryover funds, set up an accrual to pay for a new band director for the next fiscal period, provided we have carryover funds for this cycle. So that we can present to the supervisors that we're going to specifically use this money for another thing. And that budgeted would be with benefits under $60,000.
I'm second.
Can we get it under 60?
They probably can.
It depends on the
Substantial.
health insurance, if they take a
benefits.
single policy family, you know.
Yeah.
it will depend on-
All right, got a motion for hiring a second band director starting next year. Under 60,000. We have a second. Discussion. Mr. Thompson?
Yes, as long as they include council.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Didn't mention it earlier.
Okay, let's just vote. I'll make another motion.
So you're a yes right now, Mr. Thompson, or
I
abstain?
tell you what, I'll amend my motion that part of the caveat in the motion is that the band department has to include Council High School, or Council,
Council
middle school and high school.
And Hurley.
In their programs.
And
And Hurley in their programs.
All county schools.
All county
county
schools, all county schools.
All right, we have a motion, all county schools with the hiring of an extra band director. Are they called music directors, or would she be labeled as music or band?
Might be a,
Or he, oh, we have to advertise.
yeah, wherever, yeah.
Yes, all right.
I think it'd be music /
Mr. Thompson,
Yes.
Mr. Thornberry.
Yes.
Mr. Klein.
Yes.
Mr. Blankenship.
Yes.
Mr. McClanahan.
Yes.
I'll be a yes. I think Mr. Ward has one more motion over here too. I don't think we brought it up there. We got off on another subject.
We also looked at the need for a couple of new driver's ed vehicles. And what brought this attention, speaking with driver's ed instructors, the current cars that we have are tiny.
Very.
When you have an average or above average sized child to get in there to drive, the second child that goes in to drive as well has a very hard time fitting in the back seat. Very unsafe. Having to sit almost crossways to fit in there. And so we looked at maybe to a couple of small SUVs that I use. And what looked at was the Chevy Trax. It's one of Chevy's smallest SUVs, but it's big enough to where the back seat would be, it's almost the size of an Equinox, or not an Equinox, but the Trailblazer. But it's quite a bit cheaper than the Trailblazer. So I have some bids here from Ramey Automotive, was $21,994. Modern and Honecker was $21,495. And then Johnson and Clintwood only sent me a bid for the Trailblazer. They sent one for the tracks. I would recommend going with Ramey's, even though it's a couple $100 more, because they already have 5 ordered and they're on their way. And they would be here in 2 to 3 months. If we have to order one, they're saying it's gonna be 6 to 8 months before they can get them in. So he said they can have one, yeah.
How many?
2. Because we only have 2 driver's ed instructors that are on the road right now. I mean, we can.
Okay. I'll make a motion to fulfill the transportation department's request, supervisor's request of 2 driver's ed vehicles for the $21,994.
Yes, $21,994. That's right now.
I'll second, because they're small. They're very
Yeah, they
small.
are.
It's simply a need.
Okay, we got a motion and a second. Discussion. Mr. Thompson?
Yes.
Mr. Thornberry?
Yes.
Mr. Klein?
Yes.
Mr. Blankenship?
Yes.
Mr. McClanahan?
Yes.
I'm a yes. Any more motions?
On budget, yes, I'm gonna make a motion to hire a weed eater for Riverview at $15 an hour.
I'll second.
Advertise to hire a weed eater for $15 an hour at Riverview.
We've interviewed for some, can we go from that pool?
Can we go? Do I know?
Can we go
you should
from
be
that
able to.
pool?
Yeah.
There was a whole bunch.
It was. All right.
No, we did advertise, we didn't interview them, we advertised for them. We have to interview people who we need. We advertised it and we have people.
What's the lowest bid you get? You took the lowest bid?
No,
Yes.
no, last month we allocated $15 for Twin Valley High School, Middle School, right? Isn't that what we did, right?
Yeah.
So we did.
And we have multiple applications, multiple people that's seen in for that. Some
We
have
advertised for it.
more
We're
than
just gonna
$15
pull
an
from that pool.
hour. Some was a lot more. And I'm just wanting to do the $15 an hour.
What else would there be to do?
Okay, can we just go for that pool?
Okay.
I see no reason not to.
Okay.
All right, we have a motion for hire a weed eater at Riverview at $15 an hour. Is there any hour requirements?
29.
29.
Okay.
And 29 hours a week. All right, discussion? Mr. Thompson?
Yes.
Mr. Thornberry?
Yes.
Mr. Klein?
Yes.
Mr. Blankenship?
Yes.
Mr. McClanahan?
Yes.
I'll be a yes. Going once. Any more motions before we get to enrollment update? All right, Ms. Fletcher, go ahead.
I would like to read a card that came to the board from VSBA. It says, Dear Buchanan County School Board, it was with much sadness that we heard of the loss of your fellow board member, he. VSBA wishes to extend their sincere condolences.
Thank you.
To make you aware of that. Enrollment this month is, we're down 13 kids again. It's 2299. The students that we lost 2 to homeschool, and the others have moved out of the county except the one death that we've had in their division.
Okay, you might as well do your federal plan too.
Federal plan, you have a copy of that. That's all the title programs. Laura Lee has written that plan.
Make a motion to approve the plan.
We have a motion, second. Second by Mr. Blankenship. Discussion. Mr. Thompson. Yes. Mr. Thornberry. Yes. Mr. Klein. Yes. Mr. Blankenship. Yes. Mr. Clanahan. I'll be a yes. Mr. Clanahan.
Yes.
Okay, and I'm a yes. Second reading of Virginia School Board Association policies. We'll have to read. A motion.
Motion, accept.
Mr. Klein with the motion. Second by Mr. Blankenship. Discussion. Mr. Thompson. Yes. Mr. Thornberry.
Yes.
Mr. Klein. Yes. Mr. Blankenship.
Yes.
Mr. Clanahan.
Yes.
I'll be a yes. Summer salaries for summer school.
I'll make a motion to approve the summer salaries scale being presented by the administration.
It's the same as last year.
Same as last year.
Same as last
All right, we got a motion and a second. And the discussion, same as last year. Mr. Thompson?
Yes. I got discussion. I've been asked on the, SSOs, do we need them for summer school or no?
I thought it was a grant.
Is that a grant they asked? Okay.
They're great. SSOs are great.
Okay, that's my only question.
Okay.
Carry on.
Okay. Can we vote?
Sorry.
Mr. Thompson? Yes. Mr. Thornberry? Yes. Mr. Klein? Mr. Klein?
Yes.
Mr. Blankenship?
Yes.
Mr. Clanahan?
Yes.
I am milk bid.
I'll make a motion to approve the milk bid.
Got a motion to approve the milk
Only
bid.
one she received.
Second? Second by Mr. Blankenship. Mr. Thompson? Yes. Mr. Thornberry?
Yes.
Mr. Klein?
Yes.
Mr. Blankenship?
Yes.
Mr. Clanahan?
Yes.
I'm a yes. Learning acceleration grants.
I put that in the packets and it is on our website just for your all's information. If parents or teachers or anyone ask you about this, if you read it, it's for tutoring of students in the areas of English, math, science, and history. And it's through the State Department. Well, it's federal money. It's $30 million program by Governor Youngkin. We are not responsible for it in any way. It is on the website. And like I said, I sent it to the principals today because parents, they apply for this grant through DOE. Teachers can apply to teach, to tutor. It can be in person, online, however. The money amount is set by the parent and the teacher. And everything goes through DOE's website. It's just that we as a division were supposed to make it available to them. And we did put it on the website and on our Facebook page. And I wanted to mention it at the meeting tonight. So if any parents had any questions, we will be glad to answer questions or, send them in the correct direction. But I wanted you all to have it and be aware of it in case you were asked any questions, or if you have any questions of me. You don't have to vote on it. It's not our monies. We don't have any thing to do with the monies. The parents fill out the application on DOE website. Teachers fill out application. When parents send in an invoice with the teacher's name, then they receive their funds from DOE. The only stipulation is the teachers do have to send in their teaching license, and they cannot teach their own children. I just wanted to make you aware of it, if you had questions. It's not anything we have to vote on or do anything with.
All right, I make a motion, we accept the 2 resignations being put forth by the administration.
We have a motion on resignations of 2 and a second. Discussion. Mr. Thompson?
Yes.
Mr. Thornberry?
Yes.
Mr. Klein?
Yes.
Mr. Blankenship? Ms. McClanahan?
Yes.
I'll be a yes. Maternity leave.
Make a motion to approve the maternity leave for Samantha Ferguson.
Second.
Got a motion
Mike
and a second. Mike seconded. And any discussion? Mr. Thompson?
Yes.
Mr. Thornberry?
Yes.
Mr. Klein?
Yes.
Mr. Blankenship?
Yes.
Mr. McClanahan?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. Personnel recommendations for hire. You want to read them or you want me to? You go ahead.
Okay, the committee has voted to hire the following teachers. Pre-K 6 would be Hannah Scott, Sydney Stevens, Sandra Cook. English teacher middle school, Angela Bradley. Math teacher secondary, Cole Payne. English teacher secondary, Latina Miller. School counselor, Stephanie Stiltner. History secondary, Blaine Krause.
I make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Or the list.
That's got them all.
Okay, got a motion to accept in a second. Any discussion? Mr. Thompson?
Yes.
Mr. Thornberry?
Yes.
Mr. Klein?
Yes.
Mr. Blankenship?
Yes.
Mr. Flanahan?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. Set a date and time for the next meeting. You got anything else before?
I'm
No,
good
sir.
for
I do.
June 22nd.
Can we do the 21st?
That's good for the 21st.
All right, everybody good for the 21st?
Yes. The first day of summer.
5:30?
Yep. Yep,
Is-
it's Thursday.
Okay.
Ms. Fletcher, I wanted to ask if I was gonna ask Karen, she's gone, I wanted us to look at plumbing and HVAC at the vocational school. We have somebody that's interested, and I think may already be in their system, and is a plumber, and is willing to go back and get HVAC. I know we've advertised for HVAC in the past, but we may have some more people be interested in teaching plumbing, I don't know. But can we just look into that and see?
We already have. She
Okay.
is, because I think she said it was back in 2017, they had applied for that, and so she has contacted the state to see if she has to here she comes, has to reapply. We're already working on it.
Okay. I mentioned that to you somewhere, didn't I?
Yes,
Okay,
I've been looking into it,
Okay,
taking a
good.
survey for parts of it.
good deal. Thank you.
Yes.
You're welcome.
I think that'd be a great program.
Anybody else? Motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Got a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Thank you much.